So now what do I do? Well, I guess there's only one thing. There's something I'd like to know. Are you real? Can you feel?
Hi guys, I'm Prairie Vintage. My name's Linda. I'm an energy intuitive reader here on YouTube, and I use Spirit, my intuition, the tarot to communicate energies to you guys, amazing viewers. If you're new to this channel, welcome. I'm so glad that you found me. I hope this reading resonates for you guys. For those of you guys returning, I'm so grateful. I'm so blessed to do your reading. I haven't done a zodiac reading in a while, so we're looking at your astrological signs and whether this be your sun, moon, rising sign, or Venus placement, North Node, vertex, whatever might be transiting in your house. Take a look at your signs below and apply that energy as you see fit. This could certainly be energy around you. Cross watchers are welcome. These are the decks I'll be using for today's reading. I will put timestamps below, and I will start with the fire signs. We'll get into the water, earth, and then the air signs. All right, I will see you guys at your signs. Hello, beautiful Aries. Let's take a look at your energy. And this is for the month of September, although this could be coming into existence as you watch this video. Okay, energy that could be around you, belonging to someone in your energy field. Take what resonates for you. I'm going to be reading this fairly quickly, okay, for the signs. So we have the Eight Swords and the World in reverse. Feels to me like something is finished, but we might not be accepting the closure of something, okay? Yeah, there's something that you're being shown, and I think you might already know what this is about, and I think maybe there's part of this energy that is still sort of keeping you attached to something. It feels like an attachment. That's what it feels like. Okay, but I do feel for the month of September, you might be getting more information on how to free yourself from some situation that might keep you feeling really stuck or limited. It's like, how do I progress? How do I close this out? How do I move forward? How do I give myself closure? Yeah, Queen of Wands. I do feel like there's a new turn of energy here. I feel like the Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius in this reading is coming through. So obviously, I mean, this is Aries sign, but it feels like your energy is encompassing that of a yeah, like you're ready to deal with whatever's sort of up ahead. I feel like this Five of Wands is actually having the energy to step up. And maybe it's like you conceded or felt like maybe you didn't want to compete, or maybe your energy was low. It feels like maybe now's not the time, or I'm not ready to step into the limelight, or I didn't want to compete, or I didn't want to have to go after it, whatever the it is. Maybe a new job, maybe it's like pursue a relationship, maybe it's like putting yourself out there. I feel like there is this new energy of putting yourself out there. Maybe for some of you guys, this could be it's like knowing we have to sort of leave a job place or leave a relationship before we can move into a new one. And it's like, I have to make sure that I'm in a secure position to do that. So maybe it was a conscious decision not to open any new doors until one was sort of closed. But I feel like that door could have been closed, but maybe you were waiting for some confirmation. And it could go deeper. Maybe it's like, I'm waiting for confirmation, you know, however we experience that, through a dream or through some formal way. But I feel there's a knowing already inside yourself that something was finished, or it was slowing you down, keeping you limited. And it's like the new is here, and the new was requiring you to step into something. But it might have been intimidating. Maybe you second guessed yourself. Maybe your confidence has been sort of compromised in an existing situation or circumstance. yeah, I feel like maybe you lost a lot of confidence in yourself. Maybe you were told like that you wouldn't be successful, or you had a thought that maybe moving on from something or closing something out is like, it wouldn't work out in your favor. There seems to be like a oppressed energy here. So a lack of confidence in yourself to close something out that maybe wasn't helping you. So we unknowingly sort of hitch our wagon to things that aren't progressing us or stay small. I feel like there's this movement towards something that maybe intimidated you, you know? It's like, oh, it's a competitive field, or I'll just shy away from connecting with people if it puts me out there, or I won't open up that channel or that public forum or step into that role, apply for that thing if I feel like I'm not suited. But I think that would be an 8 Swords sort of energy. Yeah, so there's something here about like building your legacy, your wealth, your future, committing to something of value that can grow over time, that's stable and secure. And it's like knowing that that is your truth, or at least this is the ultimate goal here. It's like, what do I want for myself for the future? What can build? What's going to be financially rewarding? What's going to be something I can commit to, something that is going to be successful above all things? Because maybe there seems to be an understanding that maybe you are giving something else more power. Like maybe the fear had more power, like I could see it failing, or I don't see how I would do that, or I believe the story that I'm lacking something, or maybe I felt a resource needed to be just right, or something needed to be perfect, or I lacked something, you know, maybe the vision, the game plan, or whatever. It's like I didn't see how it would turn out, or I wasn't assured. It wasn't confirmed. It wasn't assured. And then we sort of stay there, you know, waiting, limited, nothing happening. And I feel like in September, there's this like, well, what is it? What's the outcome that I want? I want success. I want something to build. I want security. I want something that is going to be fruitful. And so the only way to do that is to go after it. And like I said, this could be energy around you as well. Okay. Yeah. Confidence to face something. I feel you'll be shining here. I do feel there's something about being in the spotlight, you know, in your field. For some of you guys, if you are like in front of the public, it's like being seen, putting yourself out there. If it's like in your own world, however that looks, is like no longer maybe staying silent or playing small. This is about confronting that in which maybe you believed in the past about yourself, which didn't allow there to be progress or build. So there could be like going into a field that's completely different than that in which maybe you're familiar with. So if you've been telling yourself like, I don't know anything about this field, or I don't know anything about, you know, whatever, it's like accepting the fact that you're willing to learn. And there's like a real, I feel like it almost goes from being open and agreeing to taking a chance on something to it fully sort of working out in your favor message. So the Page of Swords also talks about messages as well. There could be some invitation to something, you know, like for some of you guys, like I said, maybe it's like enrolling in something officially, or I feel like it's an invitation to something, like experiencing something. It's the universe offering you something for an experience here. Official person. Yeah, you'll be stepping into a role. You'll be like it could be like the go-to person, or even like going from student to, like I said, it kind of turns into you stepping into that in which you at first maybe questioned yourself, whether you would be successful, or whether it be too challenging, or whether you would fold, or whether you had what you needed to face it. It's like, it's such a beautiful energy of confidence and understanding what you are capable of doing in your self-worth, because I feel like where you have come from is maybe second guessing, feeling oppressed, feeling small, maybe believing what people have told you or what your circumstances have shown you about feeling stuck or limited. 22 is a master number. It's peacemaker, diplomacy, healthy energetic boundaries, and divinely guided relationships. So I feel like we're in relationship to everything and everyone. I feel like there's something about the relationship to yourself. Wow, great fortune right over this 10 of wands, or 10 pentacles, sorry, this 10 pentacles. I feel like there's something about financially rewarding for you, and I feel like it's for the long-term build here. I feel you see results almost instantaneously here, distant horizons. I feel like some of you guys might have to travel in order to secure something here. Okay, but I feel like maybe this 8 swords is a like, when we have a dream, but we put it sort of far in the future, it's like we never let go of that belief or that dream, but we never really confirm it or accept it or enter it or acknowledge it. And we just keep pushing it out, and it keeps remaining like a vision, a dream, a hope, one day, But I don't feel this is the case here. And like I said, since I'm reading for September, I feel like there's an opportunity that comes for you to really say yes to something. I feel you do say yes, no matter how intimidating maybe it seems or how much you have to rely on your own self to sort of build it. But I feel like it is something that you've seen as something maybe very far for you to reach, but it comes very quickly. I feel it's something that is very stable and secure, that you can anchor to, that you could ground with, that you want to hang your hat there, I think it's quite surprising for you as well, how quickly it sort of becomes right. And also, I think how quickly you are seen and how quickly success comes when you say yes to something here. Yeah, you're definitely getting an offer to try something here. And maybe you've put it on the back burner, or you've never really accepted it. Maybe you've contemplated over it, considered it, told yourself maybe now's not the time, shelved it. And then it's like, maybe in the future, I got to wait for this or that. It's like no longer waiting. And maybe something does close out completely for you to give yourself permission to entertain something here. So we have scholar. Look at that. Some of you guys are literally going to school to learn a new skill. And look at his feet are looking like this lion. Unless he's wearing, like, what are those called? Crocs. He has 2 different legs. I feel like they're lion legs. I feel like you're having to, if this is your energy, of course, this feels like you're having to build up the courage in order to become a novice and like learn something, and it's like, oh, it's too competitive. What's the point? Or maybe going through the whole process of relearning something and actually doing it. And then it's like, it's rewarding. It pays off. You finally do the thing. You understand what needs to be done, It feels very good here. Love. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I feel it is something that maybe you had a fine sort of connection or fond connection to, maybe as a child even, or something that's like really close to your heart. It feels like something that you couldn't just let drift off. So I feel it's something you've been fond of, but it maybe felt like it's never the right time, or I'm not quite sure, like, how I would go about this thing. And it's like, I'm so fond of this experience that I have to do what I can to sort of get there. Lord, kind of getting this, like, official person. Like, look at him. There's something about this, like, I don't know, maybe watch your pride energy, but I feel like it's more of this like confident energy that you encompass around some formal knowledge, learning, understanding, from a beginner to like a well-experienced person, like having to prove yourself or fight through something here to achieve the fortune or the validation. Yeah. I'm just going to pull one more and see what Spirit wants to say here for you, Aries. It's a lot of fire here for sure. We have strong Leo, okay, and Aries, Sagittarius energy coming through. What is it that Aries needs to know about this message? Conversation. And look at all these people. I'm getting a 3-cup energy, but also with like a 4 wands community of people. It's like there's a community of people. There is broadening your networks. There's you holding a position of being seen, of visibility. So I think you put yourself out there. I think you meet a lot of new people. I feel like there's something about building a community, welcoming a challenge. Maybe even like people maybe who we thought we'd have to fight up against or compete against. It's like, how do I work with the competition to work together or to strengthen something rather than seem as adversaries? They're sharing knowledge. Yeah, they're sharing knowledge, and then there's like the knowledge you learn on your own. But there is something coming through definitely about ego and identity here. So if you are like stepping towards something, it's saying like, make sure that you know your reasons behind why you are entertaining something. Like if it's image solely, you know, giving you a false sense of identity, or if you're finding fulfillment through that in which you know, that in which you want to be perceived as, or that in which sparkles and shines, you know, it's like what to ask yourself, like what is going to be here long-standing, and what does fortune really look like here? You know, like there's a need to really sort of understand what this is, because if we're sort of chasing something to get out of something, then we're just sort of repeating a cycle here rather than really connecting to that in which we love. All right. So Aries, this is your reading. I hope this helped you, and I will see you at the next one. All right. Bye-bye. Hi, Leo. Welcome to your reading. Let's take a look at the energy for Leo. I am reading into September, although my readings are timeless. So whenever you're here and if it resonates, take the messages. Okay, this could be something that is going out of your energy field or coming into your energy field at the time that you're watching this. You can crisscross roles. Let's see, for the sign of Leo, Spirit, what do we have here for Leo at this time? We have Temperance and the 2 of Wands in reverse. Sagittarius energy coming through. Lots of fire here. Are we taking a break from something? Maybe there's something that we can't, I don't know, like we hit a dead end or something we're recovering from. Maybe there was a path you wanted to go down, and it's like, I don't see there being a way to go down this path no more, so let me just gain my bearings is kind of what I'm feeling here. It feels very peaceful. It feels very good. It's almost like acceptance of something that didn't pan out. There's something that couldn't work, or a realization of where you're at, maybe what sort of power you may have. This could be some energy of going into surrendering, maybe that's in which we can't control. Yeah, like I couldn't explore there. There was a dead end. I wanted to go maybe try something that didn't work, or it never panned out. And so let me decide maybe what I do want. Some of you guys might be, I don't know, like dealing with your physical health. I'm seeing a doctor's stethoscope. But I don't know, there's something about maybe also your third eye or some sort of download. There's something coming through. What is this, Spirit? I feel like there's some download you get in regards to something very physical as well. I don't know, like it's tying back to doctor. So your health or yeah, maybe your spiritual health. Okay, now we have the King of Pentacles, which is Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. I don't feel this is energies belonging to you. Let's see. 10 of Wands. Yeah, surrender. Like I said, you're working through a surrender, or you're putting down some burden or some heaviness. Maybe it's something that drained you. I feel there's a draining energy with all this wands. Maybe it's took a toll on you physically. Like some of you guys might be taking time off work, or like when we go through a stressful period of, let's say, if you're in retail, it's like Boxing Day, Christmas, New Year, and then it slows right down, and it's like, oh, let me recoup. Like that's the sort of energy where it's like, I went through something that was quite the ordeal. Maybe you felt like you were just burnt out, or like you were constantly go, 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 or I don't know. It seems like something stopped completely, or you hit a dead end, or it didn't go where you wanted. But I don't know what's with this King of Pentacles, if I'm being honest. So there's a new opportunity here with the Ace of Pentacles. This is the beginning, and this is sort of the end result of an Ace of Pentacle. Maybe you were like trying to build something, ground something, root something, and like the trajectory of like beginning to end was like something you wanted to explore, but it's like, I'm not giving up on a potential for me to start, but I don't know that I can get to that in which I thought maybe would be something I could rely on, or someone I'd be able to rely on, or a path that was going to get me to some long-term goal, vision, stability, security. There seems to be two different worlds going on here. Yeah, moving away from something that didn't work, and it could have left you feeling just really stressed out, drained, and it's like, I don't want to experience that same thing. I want to move on forward. I might not know maybe how I'm going to build something here that's self-sustaining, but I do know that this is something I do want. 7 Pentacles in reverse and the 6 Pentacle in reverse. This is really like totally like, I can't invest here. There's no fruit. It's not rewarding. If I keep investing here, I'm too drained. Either financially, it's a job that doesn't pay me enough. If it's a relationship, it's too exhausting because I'm carrying all of the load of this. If it's however you've been investing, whether it's financial, energy, time, I don't see any cups aside from this Temperance. So maybe you were trying to like bring balance or healing to a situation that's like you had to sort of put down, but it's like, I have a vision, or there is I don't know what's with this King of Pentacles. Let's clarify this King of Pentacles, because it feels almost like you had an understanding of something that could build, but it's like it just proved that it was a dead end. Maybe you put all your eggs in one basket of like one long-term career, or a person here who took all your time and your energy, and it's like draining. Yeah, it's draining, exhausting. And the King of Cups, emotionally draining, emotionally exhausting. Maybe you felt like emotionally starved, chasing some sort of dead end, breadcrumbing, emotionally exhausting, mentally draining situation with the person who was representing the King of Pentacles. Maybe you thought someone was the King of Pentacles, but they ended up being like a reverse Page of Wands, which is like immature, but there's like communication that's blocked here, or maybe there was like a dead end with this person, and it's like, I no longer want to experience this. But I do feel like you still have this like Ace of Pentacles. I'm going to get clarity on this Ace of Pentacles, and I'm going to use the other Oracle cards. What's with this Ace of Pentacles? I feel like you can start over, but I feel like you're gaining your bearings, because I do feel like now is a real opportunity for you to, there's a Lovers. It's a decision to Gemini energy. There's a decision you have here in regards to what will be fruitful, what will be balanced, what does my true path sort of look like here that could build to something that isn't exhausting, that isn't starving me out. So I think there's a major decision now that something's been removed. Yeah, so it's like one decision gets removed or a crossroads, and now we're facing some other decision here that's more in line with your purpose. And it's like, how do I move in that direction? Or how do I think there's a lot of questions around this path. Because I feel it's fairly new and I feel like you're taking a time out is what I feel. Let's see some more around this. For Leo, Spirit, what is this for Leo? For Leo, we have the wealthy man and the community. 1339. King of Pentacles is definitely the wealthy man, but this is like an imbalance here and effort being burned. Community. Is someone sort of hoarding their own energy towards a community? And it's like, do I want to be attached? Like if I'm attached to this person, this experience, that means I have to accept some form of community as well. But it's like, then I have to invest more. There's some weird energy here where maybe it's unfair. Like, I don't like, if I accept this path, this person, this role, it comes with a whole bunch of burden here, like a family, a community, a network of people. And it's like, I can't carry this on my back. Yeah, like, why would you take on all these people? Despair. I can't carry this all on my back. It says not hiring. So it's like not enough finances. I don't have enough to feed all these people. It's too much. What is this, Spirit? Despair. And it's like you want to be loyal to someone here, I feel, with this dog. But it's like loyal to you is different than being loyal to like a whole family or a village of people here. Concern and a message. So a message of concern, some information. 3/3 is a master number. Reproduction, creativity, humor, Christ consciousness, joy, and harmony. I feel like you're making harmony from a situation I do feel you're already experiencing, because I feel you're recuperating from some sort of environment here in which maybe like 5 Pentacle, you've been out in the cold, you know, someone might have like, I don't know, had like a community or a family and you've been like feeling like ousted. I don't know if it's your work family or your soul family or your blood family here. And it's like, I'm being shown, like I was saying, some download or something, some information that gives me thoughts, that allows me to see maybe what is available to me. Some form of communication or knowing. I do feel a lot of you guys, that message is the download I was seeing here or something, but physical, spiritual health, healing, balance. So we have misfortune. There's a tower, but look at this crazy looking tower. I feel like you've already experienced this, you know? I don't feel like you're going to experience it. I think because you experience the tower, because there is 5 Pentacle energy, despair here, it's like, I have to course correct. That's what it feels like. Like, what are my options? What is available? Like, nothing to do with draining myself on dead-end situations, over-investing, places that aren't paying it forward, and too much anxiety for me. So I need to get myself out of this energy. Yeah, people, places, things that are just really draining my energy here and are dead end. Old woman. I feel this is like I've experienced something here that's given me the wisdom. Like an old woman's giving me crone energy. It's spiritually wise. It's like already experienced the lesson. It knows better. And the feminine energy could be one that's very receptive. There's like just intaking what's going on around you, but there might feel like there was nothing to be done, or there was nothing you could do other than just sort of observe, intake energy, feel like, yeah, her feet are on I don't know what that is, a footrest. It almost looks like a book or a scale, something about, again, physical health. Maybe you're trying to lose weight. So that's coming through for some of you guys, getting fit. But standing on a book, it's like, I know I'm the wiser now. I don't care about anyone else's opinions or what they understand of me. You know, it's like I'm wiser to that, and which is what I've experienced. Lover. Old woman lover. He's serenading. We do have message here in lover. Are you getting some form of a love offer or someone coming through showing appreciation? It feels romantic. It feels like an invite to something. You have the number 7 here, and 7's all about faith, wisdom, reflection, understanding. 7's also tower energy here. This could be somebody from your past coming back in, trying to, I don't know, get your attention here. Thought and waiting. I was going to say warning. Thought and waiting. Look, both of them, they just kind of look like they're waiting. They have their hand on their heart. I don't know if like there's somebody you're dealing with here, and maybe it's like there's some sort of like understanding you might have, you know, and it's like a waiting game. Like someone's going to understand or see the light or come to know something I know and come around. I feel you'd already know this. Like if you're waiting for someone to like understand something or say something, it's like they come around. I feel they want to get your attention. I feel like there is a period of thought and reflection, but I feel your energy is one of making peace with something that you have learned already, you know? I'm going to get one more here for this thought and this waiting. What is this thought and this waiting for Leo? Why is this thought and this waiting? Child. This is giving me this sort of new birth of something. I feel like for some of you guys, if you were involved in some sort of like project experience, it wasn't budding. It's like it stayed as a seedling, or it never grounded with roots here at all. It needed some time. Maybe you were waiting and like you're patiently waiting for something, doing your own thing here, getting yourself out of turmoil, whereas something was going on here that you were germinating. I don't know, like with this waiting and thought, it's like the birth of something here comes back around. I'm seeing 6 cups. So it could be someone wanting a reconciliation, wanting your attention, coming back with a new knowing or some invitation to something that now has given them reason to think. But look at this imagery. It's so similar. Look at this guy even. He's looking like, I don't know, Caesar? What are the chances of that, eh? It's giving me Emperor energy for sure. This feels like an Emperor energy. Wealthy man, King of Pentacle. So I don't know if it's a position, a person, a position of power. This could be a father figure, a boss, divine masculine role. I feel like there's something about time for something with the waiting to germinate from some form of seed. Maybe you said something to someone or planted a seed and then fucked off, you know, because it's like, okay, I don't want to involve myself in this community. this understanding, and you had to like cut your losses, leave a job, leave a family, leave a situation. And it's like they're sort of left to their own devices here. It's like, you figure it out. I'm no longer investing here. This is sort of what I'm feeling here. And then it's like, oh, I see something, or I understand something upon reflection. It's like something you've always known with this old woman or this wise woman. Yeah. So this is what I have, Leo, for your September reading. I hope this resonated for you guys. I love you guys very, very much. And I will see you at the next one. All right. Bye-bye. Hey, Sagittarius. Let's take a look at your energy. I'm doing this reading for the month of September, although this energy could already be around you. And since all my readings are timeless, whenever you find this video, if it resonates, this message was for you. So what's going on with Sagittarius? The 7-cup energy. Sagittarius. We have the World. Sagittarius energy. What's going on with Sagittarius? Ace of Swords, 10 of Swords, and the 7 of Wands in the reverse. There seems to be a brutal truth coming through here. Maybe there's something like there's nothing I can do about a certain thing going on in your world that I feel maybe was a possibility at some point. Like it pretty much goes from maybe being completely open to all possibility to like, okay, well, that clears the noise. But I feel like clearing the noise means releasing a potential opportunity that maybe felt good. Like, you know, when we have all possibilities, it's like anything's possible and it feels really good and the imagination can run wild, but it's like, let's get realistic or something like this. And it's like certain things get cleared and it allows you to have a new beginning in a more pointed direction rather than something that maybe didn't feel like it had any direction. But I do feel this comes with some sort of acceptance that might not necessarily be the greatest, because I feel like it's almost like you have to accept something as not being under your control or anything you can do about something like this. What is this for Sagittarius? Ace of Wands in the reverse and then the Sun, Leo energy. Yeah, it's like it's like a, I don't know if you want to call it like a silver lining, because there's almost like news that you get or information or insight. I'm not sure how it comes to you, where it's like all possibilities and, you know, like I'm just going to use an analogy. Let's just say we decide we're going to go to school and it's like we get the whole catalog and it feels like there's so much in there that we can choose course-wise, and like it's like an overwhelm of things, but it's like it's exciting because by the end of this, I could be a doctor, I could be an astronaut, I could be a lawyer, you know, and it's like, okay, what's really realistic? Because I feel like there's something removed here that gives you more clear insight that's actually more beneficial to you. But it might sort of burst your bubble. I'm feeling like we might burst your bubble with this truth. But obviously, if you're anything like me, you'd rather know the truth than to like hang on to pipe dreams or limitless possibilities where nothing sort of gets sorted. I feel like you're done with that phase. I don't know what this is about. You know, for Wands, that's the card of commitments and celebration and laying the foundation to something. And the Queen of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. I feel like whatever's happening here in September is actually built on truth, steady foundation. I feel it feels for you more real And when I say more real, it's like more in line with your truth. And maybe there seems to be a part of you, maybe of the past, that's like, I'm going to hang on to possibilities out of maybe a fear of committing to one sort of path and then it not working out, you know? But then how happy could we be there? Not really, because there seems to be like, I have to get with truth. I have to build on reality. I need to get more in line with how I feel and ground and stabilize and secure my position, even if it's painful. And because I can't do anything about like external things that I have no control over. Let's see, what's with the Seven of Cups here? What is the Seven of Cups for Sagittarius? Yeah, it's like I got to get out of delusion, or this is what was limiting me, having too many options, or not being honest with a clear choice because I felt stuck by the fog of it all, the fact that it wasn't solidified. There was something keeping you feeling like there was something hopeful, but also something like unrealistic about it. And we could really attach to like the imaginary vision or dream because it gives us some sort of high, you know, rather than reality, where reality could be a little bit more painful. This is kind of what I'm seeing here. So it's like I could see better through that illusion or that fantasy, and I could close out that experience so that I could really build upon something that is going to be more foundational, more authentic, but it comes with the acceptance of something here. What is this Queen of Cups then about? What's the Queen of Cups about? An Emperor and a Three of Swords. I think you have to come to an acceptance of what is within your ability and what isn't. And maybe you're dealing with a divine masculine energy here that you've been separate from, or that's been creating some form of heartbreak, or that you're emotionally tied to in some way, or that you love. But it feels like maybe this energy restricted you in some way, like their pain or their energy just brought you a lot of pain, brought a lot of suffering, maybe brought a lot of like disappointments. And it's like, I don't want to be feeling disappointment. I want happiness. I want to explore where I can explore, not tie myself to something that brings pain or someone who disappoints or that I have a history with that doesn't seem to work, or I feel I can't get anywhere. So I have to maybe close out a relationship or feel empowered to put an end to some dream fantasy here. It's like I need to pay attention to what I can build. I need to commit myself to what is true. And anywhere else it's not allowing me to sort of do this. Aries energy here. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and Leo. Let me see. Why is this Four of Wands here? What is Sagittarius focusing in on here? Strength in reverse, and then the Four of Pentacles. More Leo energy. I feel like there is clinging to what feels like it's in control. I feel like there's a part of your world that feels out of your hands and out of your control. And I don't think you like this. And so it's like, what can I control? What can I trust? What does have stability? What is for sure? It's like you want for sure's, like what's stable, what's because any unknown I can't control. And so I feel there's a holding on to what you think gives you more security and stability rather than a pipe dream or something that eludes you, that's not clear. It seems like it's more of a painful experience. It's like at least now I'm clear with some form of a direction. I'm going to pull 3 for you, Sagittarius, and then we'll pull the other oracles because I'm not sure I'm getting all the story here. It feels a little interesting. Is Sagittarius deluding themselves? Why are they trying to control something here in regards to stability and commitment and security and foundation? Is this, it feels like it's out of their hands. What is this? Knight of Pentacles, slow and steady. Something very solid and secure. Your own security, your own independence. But the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Maybe you were attached to a false sense of self through community. You know, it's like what I could build with others, what I could rely on others, what others can help me build. There's like this community building through other, collaborating through family or another. And it's like I can't rely or control anyone else, but what I can hang on to is my own sense of self, confidence, and even if it's slow going, it's like that is official or that's secure, or that is someone I can rely on. I feel like you're going to relying on yourself from maybe trying to extend trusting that someone else could sort of step up for you. But it's like, I can't control what someone else is doing or not doing. So I feel you accept some form of truth here that reveals someone's inability to build. Sun and wealth. That's this 9 Pentacle energy. 777. So you guys might be seeing a lot of 7s, but 77, trust the fall, an adventure that arises from deep wisdom, trust of life, trust of self. I feel you're going to trust yourself to what you can build. 11 as well, very spiritual number, divine inspiration, synchronicity, the encouragement to keep going. The main female, yeah, it's like I'm the main female here. Look at how similar this imagery is. It just blows my mind how close these two women seem. There's something about your own independence, your own security, your own stability, your own confidence, your own independence. She's holding on to a rose. Roses to me talk about relationships and love and intimacy, but she has her own rose. So maybe you're like, that's the thing that you're sort of kissing goodbye, I guess, if you will, you know, because it seemed like a bittersweetness here, but it's like, but it's welcoming my security. So you might be like breaking up with someone or just like moving away from someone. It's like either I choose me or I choose confusion or pipe dreams or something like this. I want to make it a reality. I want to make my future reality. Bad health. That's number 4. That's this 3 sword energy. And 4 is Emperor. I feel like there was something not working with an Emperor that was leaving you in a bad energy, you know, feeling not good. And it's like, I don't want to hitch myself to a energy that's putting me in like low spiritual health or just even mental health, financially draining or emotionally draining or physically draining. However, I'm going to pull one more. This person has been something really coming through about stability. 4 Pentacle, 4 Wands, the number 4, the Emperor's 4. 4s are all about structure, foundation, stability, planning. What does Sagittarius need to know about this? Coffin, putting an end to something here. And I feel it's something maybe you had a difficult time ending, closing. There's definitely something closing out. 19 is also sun energy. So it's like with the end of something comes something joyous. You know, it's like, and with the clear seeing of something comes seeing something for what it is and ending something that doesn't serve, that is painful, that contributes to something that isn't I don't know, like feeling like this could be also a sickness here, you know, with strength in reverse, like under the weather. I don't know, for some of you guys, not all of you guys, if you do know of someone who's older in age, maybe like a grandfather, a father, a boss, or someone who is going through surgery or an operation or something, there could be, you know, hearing of someone's passing or someone who didn't fare well in an old folks home or at the hospital, or some sort of sickness that came about them. That's coming through, you know, but like they're free now. They're free to move into consciousness. They're free of the pain, the suffering. They don't have to fight anymore for that. That's only for some of you guys. If they were like battling some form of a disease or bad health or something with their heart, maybe they had a heart condition or something, or they had to go through surgery upon surgery. It's like they no longer have to do this. Could be a family member here as well, or part of a family, someone from the family. Yeah. All right, so let's pull some of these for you. What's going on with Sagittarius here for the month of September? For Sagittarius, we have surprise. This fishing. It's got something in the fishing net. Well, if it's a surprise, Spirit's definitely not going to tell us what this is, but fish do represent abundance and prosperity, and we have sudden wealth. We have the messenger. Someone's delivering something. That's also this Knight of Pentacles. I think you're getting some positive surprise message for something. What is it that Sagittarius can expect here for the month of September? What is this message, this surprise? We have prison. I feel this is this. Prison. Literally, this card could represent being imprisoned, you know, feeling chained, stuck, limited. I think some form of circumstance that felt imprisoning, limiting, is what you're being freed from. And maybe this is the message, is like, you see, you gain some form of freedom from this old energy. That's your surprise, but how it comes, like maybe you're surprised. It's like, I'm free. Also, I'm being tied back to this person who's like freed of their health prison. What is this, Spirit, for Sagittarius? Service. And it looks like the Chariot. It's opening the door. Cancer energy. You're being led somewhere. Spirit's leading you somewhere. I think the door opens to this prison. I think you overcome something massive here in September. You overcome something that might have felt very limiting, confusing, overwhelming, and painful. Frivolity with the butterfly. So butterflies talk about transformation, liberation from prison, but frivolity, like, I think you see something clearly that maybe had a lot of power, and it's like, I see my own power so much so that it gives me strength, you know, where maybe I felt like helpless or out of control, or like I was battling something that overpowered me, is like, I put it into perspective here, which helps me to break free, which is this in which lets me overcome something here. I feel for September, you feel way more aligned, way more centered, way more ability to sever from things that definitely didn't feel like it was empowering for you. Okay, like that weren't in truth. If there were any people that were involved, it's like, I can choose myself above and foremost and see what matters here. Yeah. All right. So Sagittarius, this is your reading. I hope this helped you. I love you so much. I'll see you at the next one. Bye-bye. Hello, Cancer. How are you doing? We're going to take a look at your September energy. Please keep in mind that this is a timeless reading, meaning whenever you come across this video, if it resonates, the message was meant to find you. Okay, this could be energy going into existence, out of existence, or as intended for September. It could be energy around you, so definitely you can switch roles. Cross watchers are welcome. Let's see. For Cancer Spirit, what do we have for Cancer? What do we have for Cancer here? Energy for Cancer. We have the World. I think this came out for almost every single sign so far. You're the fourth reading I'm doing here. So we have the World, Six of Cups, and then the Five of Wands. So let's pull out all the cards here. But World is definitely about something successfully closing. Six Cups is something of the past. Five of Wands is definitely a card of conflict, challenge, competition, could be envy. Queen of Cups in reverse. There you are, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Six of Wands in the reverse, Three of Wands, and finally, why is this Five of Wands here? The Queen of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and the Lovers. More Gemini energy. All right, let's see. What is this about? I feel like there's a major experience that you're closing out. I think you've already sort of closed it out, but I feel like the new hasn't begun, you know? It's almost like this intermediary energy that I'm getting from you. It doesn't feel painful. It feels almost like integrating what it was that I have experienced because it has been so massive. I feel like there has been maybe an energy almost of like acceptance in a big parts that you've been working through, like accepting everything, whether it be something that is challenging, whether it be something that I don't know, like it might have appeared like something that wasn't, it didn't feel pleasant is what it feels like here. But I feel like there is something very positive about your experience as well. You know, because this I'm really getting like emotionally depleting, and I feel like I was in an emotional storm of sorts that didn't work out the way that I had wanted or intended, but it's like I made the most. I'm kind of getting lemonade out of lemons. It's like moving forward from this experience, and it's like a much needed experience. So some of you guys might have had like a soul experience that you were needing to have, maybe something karmic. And it's like knowing I have to go through something, even if it's unpleasant or even if I'm not seeing what the full lessons are here. I feel like, yeah, there's this not knowing, like, what was it all for? What did I just go through? What did I just experience? This feels very big with the World and the Lovers here. So because I read in numerology as well, I'm just trying to see, this feels to me like it could overlap with Virgo energy. I don't see Virgo here, but it is coming through as numerology for me. Of course, your pile had to stump me here. I think why I'm stumped here is because of this window of a void. I feel like whatever you've gone through, the bulk of all of that is not here. I don't see it, but I know it was challenging for sure. I feel like your message is that's done. That was challenging. That was emotional turmoil. That was maybe something you could even see as like it didn't pan out or it wasn't successful. However, what Spirit's talking about is something is successful because exactly what you were supposed to experience has been concluded, seen. Okay, but I feel like there's something that hasn't necessarily been understood by you. Like all of that, and then what? You know, it's like I still don't get it or see it or something like this. And I feel like this is what is around the bend here, because I feel like there is a genuine self that comes forward that couldn't come forward consciously, not having experienced what you did experience, in order to choose something here from an honest place. Yeah, to build something for your future that is sustainable. It's like an innocent self here. But like a Page of Cups could be quite naive, but I feel like, I don't know, like maybe we feel like that's the thing we're having to learn. Like, is there some naive energy that left you feeling emotionally manipulated, or it's like I have to move away from that. I feel like there's a lot of battle within yourself, and a battle of like, what did I learn? Have I learned from this lesson? Do I understand? Do I see? So maybe this is the pause, is like Spirit's like, all of whatever was supposed to happen has happened, but did you take away your takeaways? Are you still integrating those lessons? Do you understand your own self? Have you reached a state of like humility and acceptance and forgiveness and innocence? Or are we still battling ourselves? Are we still angry? Are we still not understanding the full lesson here that has already been experienced in order to really see something before we can choose and build something here? It feels very deep. I don't know if this is making any sense to you guys, but it feels like an inner, because I was picking up the Virgo energy, which is hermit energy. It feels like an inner mastery of one's own emotions, one's own truth, how one sees oneself in order to align with some greater purpose. I feel like I'm making you more confused. So what we will do is I'm going to, so I don't like seeing the other cards, I'm going to pull some more cards here before I start with the oracles, just to see, Spirit, what am I missing here? Can we get clarity for Cancer? What's going on here for Cancer? It feels like disappointment and just like wanting to move away, but it's like, but have we learned? Did we see? Do we understand? I don't know that we want to experience discomfort, so we're just sort of moving on. But it's like, no, but the discomfort comes with some sort of insight. Six of Pentacles in the reverse, the Tower in the reverse. More 7 energy with the Tower. I feel like we're not integrating what has happened. Why? Is it too painful? Surrender, good, but we don't understand why we had to surrender, or why something didn't work, or why we went through all the heaviness. Something hasn't been revealed to you yet. You haven't reaped the reward of something yet, of maybe like your karmic contract. I call it karmic because the 6 cups in this world here could be like a soul contract, or like some experience that left you empty-handed. Strength. So it's like having the courage to keep on moving ahead despite what you have experienced. And there's like an uncertainty here. Leo energy. Chariot in reverse. More of that 7 energy. 77. Trust the fall, an adventure that arises from deep wisdom, trust of life, trust of self. 7's all about faith, wisdom, reflection, understanding. That's giving me heavy Hermit as well. It's like the universe was involved, but it's like, why did this happen? Like, this is not getting anywhere. Like I tried and it didn't work, and it got stuck, and it stunted me, and all I got was emotionally burnt. Or in the dark or didn't see, and it's like, just, can we just move on? Can we just move on? Can we just move on? But it's like, no, understand. But understand what exactly? Like, if you're in the dark here, it's like, oopsie, geez. What's it asking you here, Spirit? What are you asking Cancer here? Chariot in reverse. Something didn't pan out, but it's done. Queen of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Temperance in reverse, 2 cups, and the King of Swords. Now we have the King and the Queen of Swords. There seems to be something still not integrated for you, Cancer. And I'm not sure if it's your confidence, if it's your own self-worth, if it's your own position in connections, relationships, partnerships, how to present yourself, or trusting yourself in a way that allows you to be vulnerable and genuine and open. Because it's like, I have to work on my confidence, or I still fear maybe being taken for granted or taken advantage, or an imbalanced situation, and like needing to know this logically. But I feel like you're carrying some sort of information that isn't necessarily the whole picture. I feel like you're not necessarily integrated or seeing something here. And it's like creating this delay to this door opening to your future, and Spirit saying, will you see or understand this? Integrate this thing first. I don't know. This is about as much as I can give you. So there seems to be a need to really accept something that didn't progress, and sit with that, whatever that means, you know, like integrate that acceptance of that, because I feel like maybe we're trying to close the door to that as quickly as we can in some way. Like we just said, that's finished. I don't want to deal with that. Put it down. Not for me. I don't know. Let's see, Spirit. What am I missing here for Cancer? What do they need to know? Sagittarius, Aries, Leo, and Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Change. More Chariot energy with the car. I feel you are getting on the Chariot in the upright, the right Chariot. I don't know if you're pegged to the wrong Chariot or misaligned. Something was experienced by you, and it's saying when you have the integration, this will allow things to change. And maybe we're resistant to some form of change by delaying integration, or resisting some form of I don't know, like feeling something out. Like I feel like you're not feeling something out fully. Like I can kind of relate with this energy, like when something is just so painful and it's like we just, okay, let me just like accept and move on. But it's like I never processed it. I'm just sort of like doing the motion so I don't have to feel the pain of it, to numb it out, or I don't know. Main male. Well, we have a King of Swords here. The number 1, new beginning, potential opportunity. The main male, masculine energy is fire energy. Something about empowerment. We have the Strength card. We have the Queen of Wands. It's all about like empowerment to take action with this main male. But what is the Queen of Wands doesn't really do anything other than just magnetize towards her some sort of manifestation. Official person. 22 is a master number. Peacemaker, diplomacy, healthy energetic boundaries, and divinely guided relationships. Official person, main male. What is this? Change. And toil and labor. This is the work card. This is the work position. This is changing employment. This is moving beyond some obstacle here. Maybe it's our identity. It definitely could be like we identified as some role, you know, something we committed to, a partnership where we played a role. And it's like welcoming change, but I have to be accepting of something here. Maybe you're overworked. Let's see, I'll pull a little bit more of this and then we'll dive into the other oracle. What is it for Cancer that they need to know about this toil and labor energy? Child. So that's the new beginning. I got 18, which is the moon. Cancer energy. I feel like you are being reborn through a process here. But I feel you're still confused with the moon. Like you still don't see, there's still confusion. You still don't have answers. Something didn't work. It's like, I still don't understand. I don't get it, Spirit. Like, I don't get it. It's like you're being reborn to this innocent child energy so that you can align with this lovers and build some 10 pentacle, but you're in the dark. I'm in the dark. Like I'm literally in the dark here. I don't know what this means, but it is going to be big change for you. Is it getting you out of like a role, a partnership, a long-term workplace where you had some form of official title? Like the Queen to the King of Swords, was this like a relationship of like meeting of the minds or an understanding that you didn't have that someone else had about where it was going? But it's like, I don't see that vision. And pull one more of these and then we'll pull the other cards. What is it for Cancer? Like, what am I missing here? Courtship, that's this. And 4, that's this. 2, 2 is 4. Official person. Maybe you're an official person in a connection of sorts. Maybe something was stable with the 4. Maybe it was stagnant. Maybe it was stuck. Maybe you built something long-term with someone with the 4 energy. And it's like, that is who I am, or that is what's built. But it's like, the vision's not there or the understanding's not there, because I do feel there's like ready to move forward, but it's like the universe still hasn't caught up to you. It's like, when's the change coming? When's the moving coming? I'm still in the dark, Spirit. Spirit, can we add some clarity for Cancer at least, please? Wherever you are, though, I do feel there's been like an imbalance of energy here that doesn't feel worthy of your sort of investment. That's what it feels like. Faithfulness with the dog, loyalty, friendship. So something maybe that someone you were loyal to, something that you committed to, something you built. You were faithful, you were devoted, you were... All of these spirits here are saying just the one, and then keep shuffling, okay? Yeah, like, waiting. You're waiting around to see something that never showed itself, like Page of Swords in reverse. It never came. It never came. I never saw. I waited. I was faithful. I was devoted. I was thinking I would see or understand something that never became understood. And then I feel you're like, I'm moving on, but it's like, integrate this experience first. Fortune. Oh, she has a blindfold on. That's 10 Pentacles. She has a bag of money. I feel wherever you are headed, this change is going to bring you good fortune, but I don't know that you were there, that's I think what you wanted. And it's like, why is it misaligned? What am I still waiting on or waiting for? You didn't get the fruit of your labor here. Thief. Oh my goodness, right by fortune? Maybe you were working towards something so much. Like, this is what it really feels like. like believe in something or invest in something, loyal to something, like maybe loyal to someone or a relationship or a workplace. And then it's like, now that I've been invested, and then it's time for it to manifest the fortune or the payout or the victory. I'm there waiting empty-handed. It didn't come. I didn't see it. Some other story. It's almost giving me like, oh my gosh, what's that called? When someone hijacks your like spiritual path. I don't know. I don't believe in that whole thing, but this is what it's giving off. It's like somebody's hijacked the part of this journey that was meant for me. And my payout didn't happen. This doesn't feel very good. Like, so then, but definitely I feel there's something here that is going to be aligned, but what does it want you to know here? This moon energy, this waiting, like, do not be loyal to that in which, I don't know, like, bite the hand that feeds you. That's definitely 7-sword energy. Spirit, what does Cancer need to know about this energy? Sorrow. I don't think you're enjoying where you are right now, because it does feel like she's giving me Queen of Wands energy, and also like kind of this Page of Cups, just the coloring in this energy. And this I feel is the new you, but I feel like what you are experiencing is this sort of an energy still that's like moon and like confusion and like not working, and you know, you're processing this. I don't know if it feels like waiting, if maybe you feel hijacked, if like your fortune was taken and then it's like there's a new opportunity here for sure, but it requires a new energy for you in order to align with the Lovers that is more aligned, that is like processing sorrow, going through mourning. Like, what are you mourning? Is this fortune and this Thief energy that's happened to you? But I feel it's already happened. It's already happened. Okay, I can't leave Cancer like this. Let me just pull, like, what does Cancer need to know then before I close out your reading? Because again, we're just getting a snapshot here. What does Cancer need to know? Sideways position, of course. We're working through something here. We're still not seeing it. Remember I said the blindfold and on the fortune, but blindfold here, and it's like this. That's this. You know, it's like we're still not privy to something, but I don't feel it's the universe keeping you in the dark. I feel like there's an acceptance and you're working through a surrender, releasing maybe your loyalty to something or your commitment to something or someone. Something's ironing out in order for you to see a great truth. And the minute you enter this energy, I feel doors open in order for you to change circumstances, to build something that is fortune for you. Because you can choose this, because you can see it. But right now, I don't feel you see it. I feel you're processing something here, Cancer. All right. Sorry, I wish I had a better way to deliver this message. This is exactly what I see. Maybe go check out your, like your sun, moon, rising, Venus placements, or North Node, Vertex, whatever you feel, you know, you resonate with. And for numerology, which is how I read, maybe check out the Virgo reading, see if that resonates for you. Yeah, I don't know what to say. All right, I'll see you guys at the next one. I love you so, so much. Bye-bye. Hello, Scorpio. Brothers, sisters, how are you doing? Interesting. I looked at the time and it was 5:55, and then I started humming row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. So don't be surprised if we see a 6 swords. Anyway, let's take a look at Scorpio. Please keep in mind that this is a timeless reading. Whenever you come across this reading, if it resonates, the message is meant to find you. All right, although I am recording for the month of September, if you're watching at the time of the posting, cross watchers are welcome. You can crisscross roles. Could be your energy, someone you're dealing with. All right, could be energy coming into existence or out of existence. So let's see, spirits, for Scorpio energy. What is going on with Scorpio? beautiful Scorpio at this time. Who do we have? The Eight of Wands in the reverse and the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. Feels like something's been removed off the table, which might be a good thing, because it's like we might be removing ourselves from a situation that might have left us feeling out of control or up and down. It's like it makes me feel up and down, or it makes me feel stuck here to a helpless, hopeless, out of control situation. So maybe you're removing yourself from that whole thing. Death in reverse. There you are, Scorpio energy. I feel this is like, I don't feel it's you resisting change. What I feel is happening is there's a situation here that was limiting a breakthrough for you specifically. If it required any external things, job, people, places that were out of your control, because external things are out of our hands, it's like it keeps me chained to non-progress or a past that doesn't allow for growth or movement. So how can I detach from something that doesn't allow me movement or growth without releasing it? And maybe it's like working through releasing something that's been challenging, that's been stuck, that's been resistant, that's been limiting. It definitely feels like it has been maybe a source of turbulency for you, even if it is stagnant. It's like the turbulency is the, I don't know, like replaying something here that didn't feel like it was moving or growing. Yeah, there you are, beautiful angel. So we have Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, clarified by the Four of Swords. Healing, reflecting, getting centered with truth. I feel something is painful though, because this feels very painful. And so it's like you sit in truth, you sit in clarity, but it's like just because we see it, it's like something maybe that really speaks to your heart, like with Three Swords, because it's really impacted you. Someone you really care about, a situation you really care about. And it's like maybe watching from the outskirts, feeling helpless, feeling like you can't do something for someone else. They have to sort of do it for themselves. And all you can really do is accept some sort of truth or reflect on something here. It feels painful though, I gotta be honest. So Queen of Swords in reverse, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and then the Eight Swords. Yeah, I feel like if you remained, okay, you might still be in the situation, but what I feel for September, if you're watching at the time of the posting, it's like if I remained giving my power away to a situation that was unclear of how to proceed or how to gain my bearings, because I didn't have any way to progress it external, I can only progress myself. It's like I have to free myself from limiting situations and understandings I may have in this role. Yeah, and get out of that. Because I feel like that situation was keeping you in the dark about your own future, your own power, your own momentum, your own movement. It's like it almost feels like my energy is just drained here, like stagnant or stopped, until I make a choice to process this. And I feel you're processing so that you can have movement, so that you can make your own clarity, because I don't think you like being in a lack of clarity and in just a stuck situation that doesn't feel like it's it feels like it's resisting change, growth, movement, and you're maybe set to it by default. It could be a family member. It could just be a situation that's you've been emotionally tied to. Yeah, person, Emperor in reverse. It's like I feel powerless. And you could be dealing with someone who is just stubborn, or someone who is immature, or someone who is powerless themselves, or someone who doesn't like change, or someone who's like resisting something, or like stuck in their ego, or trying to control situations so much so that it's like going against the natural flow of release. and it's like you're tied to them by default in some way. I do feel someone you care about, or maybe you see through their fears or their shadow or their thing, but it's like I'm kept in the dark, really, in the 3D about like how this will progress, or my say doesn't matter here. Like what I know, what I say, what I do doesn't matter here because it's not going to help this person or this circumstance. And so all I can do is free myself and process this sort of as a loss and accept some form of truth. I feel there's lots of healing for you. Let's see. I'm going to pull 3 cards of this, and then we're going to get into the oracle. For Scorpio spirit, what does Scorpio need to know about this process? So we have Aries, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Of course, heavy Scorpio here. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And Cancer as well. Heavy Cancer. We have the World and the Lovers. So, Gemini. This feels like... oh my gosh, just all these naked people. Maybe it is having to be very vulnerable in your choice, you know? It's like a very conscious choice because, like I said, I do feel in that circumstance, it's almost like my voice, my decisions, my understanding is null and void. It has no impact. It's like, where will I have impact on my choices? I have to close out and release, free myself from that in order to have choice, in order to make different decisions, because the alternative is to not be making decisions and to remain in the dark, clueless, not knowing if it ever will move or if it ever, whatever the it is, I don't know, like the new. There's no new wherever you are. It seems played out. Yeah, the new. Right over the Queen of Cups. This is love of self. I love myself enough to have a new beginning. I know myself enough to know my heart is open to new possibilities for me. I love myself enough to know that if I see situations clear enough, I don't have to feel like I have to be stuck to stagnant, unclear, challenging people, situations that aren't helping me in my new beginning. So that's difficult to do, you know, but I feel you do this through a deep love of self, and you welcome a new beginning for yourself. Let's see, for Scorpio, what does Scorpio need to know here? Mature woman, this is you choosing self, okay, regardless of your gender. I feel it's like, yeah, I heard like nurturing. Oops, and this card is falling off the top. Wedding. So this is like a coming together. It's giving me 4 wand energy because the 4 wands can signify a wedding, which symbolizes like a union. I feel there's a union of self. And I think this took a long process because mature woman, like you've experienced a lot to get to this more balanced place. Union of self, like a choice you're making for yourself. Committing to yourself. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's like I choose me. I choose to stand behind myself. I commit to myself, or despite what I'm experiencing here. Bad health. Yeah, because I feel like whatever you were, like this 31 is this 4 energy, which is this Emperor in the reverse. And look at this person's kind of looking like this Emperor with the white hair. I just feel like the Emperor in your world, whoever this represents, could be a lover, father, boss, someone in the masculine role, in control, even if it's a feminine gender. I just feel like it was someone who maybe had the power to do something here, but I feel like they were, I don't know, maybe like spiritually weak or incapable in their shadow to deal with something that was creating a death in reverse. What is this for Scorpio that we're seeing here? All these 4s are giving me like strong death energy, which is Scorpio, but also this Emperor energy, which is Aries. So it's like empowerment to make change. You know, when it comes to maybe someone's structure with the 4, make changes, release what doesn't serve, what creates this bad health, message of concern. So, Sagittarius energy here, which is giving me the Temperance, which is this healing energy. I feel you have this beautiful healing tempered energy. And I feel like the message of concern is your alerting yourself, like, of truths. Like, even if you don't, if you feel powerless in some situation, let's just say, or your voice doesn't matter there, or there's nothing you can say or do, it's like, I can see this clearly. This is like what I am being shown. And it's concerning to maintain something that pegs me to something that is not healthy. And I think this allows you to make a conscious choice to do something different. The Thief, oh my goodness, Thief came out for Cancer as well in a different card. So we have 24, which is 6, which is Lovers. I'm getting 7 Sword and Lovers, because what I'm getting is like, when we're 7 Sword, we can't be conscious. It's like the false self chooses out of fear, out of a 7 Swords. So maybe it's like avoidance. It is the inauthenticity. It's like I'm so stuck in fear and uncertainty and lack of clarity. So I keep making choices based on the 7 Sword energy. But the minute I like see through this, then it's like I'm conscious to choose differently. I'm no longer going to be like tied to a 7 Sword. You could be dealing with someone who's like not dealing with truths, you know, maybe they're deceptive, or maybe they have a lot of fears, and it's like tied to you, and it's like creating all sorts of uncertainties. It's like, I don't want to choose from that place of fear, or or whatever you're experiencing. And it does feel like the longer you're there with this Thief and this Death in reverse, it's like killing you softly, you know? It's like the turbulency, the lack of clarity. It's too draining. Let's see for Scorpio. What does Scorpio need to know, Spirit? We have reunion. So this is the 4 Wand energy, which could talk about a reunion as well. I don't know if this is like coming back to self, seeing beyond your 7 Swords. A reunion. Look, she doesn't look interested. If you're dealing with someone that's like a reverse emperor, there could be someone trying to come to you to make some form of a reunion, but you're like, I've healed too much, I've seen too much. I want a new beginning for myself. I'm consciously choosing not out of fear or a lack of certainty, and despite maybe someone wanting some form of a reunion with you. But there is an opportunity to heal something between someone for sure. Malady, look at this bad health. It's another guy in the bed here. I just heard spiritually sick, because that's what this is. It's like I need to release something spiritually. Who's sick here? Like, you don't want to be tied to someone else's sort of sickness here. The Soldier. Someone going through like a spiritual warfare or some sort of battle here. Maybe you feel spiritually hijacked by someone. It's like you have to protect yourself, or like this is even recovering from sort of a sickness here. You're drained. What does Scorpio need to know about this energy here? We have the Thief for a second time, you guys. Thief. This is what came out for Cancer. 7 Sword energy, right by the moon. Someone deceiving, deceptive, in shadow, wanting control, trying to fool you, trick you, or get you to not see, but you don't buy it. What is that? The Servant. It's like you felt at the mercy of someone. Not no more with Servant. Maybe you have to take care of someone who is sick. You know, like take that as a metaphor, like sick, like in the shadow. And it's like, be my soldier, do my dirty work. I don't know, like serve me hand and foot take care of me. It could literally be you taking care of someone who has been sick or under the weather. It's like, but I feel I haven't been taking care of myself. I feel like I haven't been able to have a new beginning. I feel you will. And the bottom of the deck, we have consolation, which is really giving me this reunion. Look, it's coming with some, it says good. I don't know how to read that. It's someone coming with an olive branch or something. I don't know if that says good, but I feel like someone's coming to make peace. Consolation. I don't know if that's what I said. Consolation, like a reunion, wanting some sort of peace here. But I feel it's because you're able to pull your own strength. And you're able to really see through something that I think you're able to create some form of harmony for yourself in a situation that seems very limiting, And it's like, let me stick to Scorpio, because Scorpios has the strength. Like, you are the soldier who's able to make it out, and someone's just stuck to their own thieving, deceptive, resistant, avoidant, shadowy ways. And you're like, no, I don't want that. I know better. I know better than to believe the lie or to attach myself to that or to stay stuck to something here. I'm closing this out and I'm consciously choosing different. Yeah, this is what I see, Scorpio. I hope this helped you. I love you very much. Don't forget to check out your other sign placements, and I will see you at the next one. Bye-bye. Hello, Pisces. Let's get into your month of September. Now, please keep in mind all my readings are timeless. So whenever you come across this video, if it resonates, the reading was meant for you. Okay, this could be energy going into existence or out of existence. You could crisscross energies. All right, use your own intuition. So for the sign of Pisces, we have the King of Wands, the Knight of Swords in the reverse, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy coming through your reading. For the sign of Pisces, what is going on with Pisces? The Tower. I'm going to draw some more to see what this is about. It feels like a flurry of something that comes, creates a storm, and then it exits as fast as it sort of came. 7 of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, 5 of Swords in the reverse. And then the Hermit in the reverse, Virgo energy. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, the World in, Ace of Pentacles. I don't read bottom of the deck reverse. The World in reverse, and then the 8 of Wands. I just heard testing the water. I don't know if this is you. This could be you. Okay, but it could be someone you're dealing with. It feels like there's testing of the water. Yeah, remember, this role could be flipped. It's like, if I'm uncertain if I'll have success, I'm going to go there and poke the bear or do something. Or like pick a scab, or like reintroduce something, create some sort of hoopla to see what happens. And I don't know, like, it does feel like it's coming from you. Okay, or at least this Pisces energy. And it feels out of character. It's like preventative measures. It feels like, is this going to result in what I want? Or is this going to create something I don't want? Let me see. And it's like, let me... it kind of almost feels like cowardly in a way, because it's like, I have an escape route. So what I'll do is like, see if there's still opportunity there, or how the situation will respond or reflect back to me where it's at or where it stands. So then I can revisit something there, That's what it seems like. And so if you're dealing with this, it could be someone who's very consciously aware of like their impact on what they say and do. And it's like, let me poke the bear and then sort of peace out for a bit and then leave the other side like sort of in shambles or like, what the fuck was that? Like, but it's like they want to get a rise or they want to gain traction or momentum or gain something from something, you know, maybe it's something they feel like, is it closed? Like, has this person moved on, or is this thing like dead in the water? Is there more here for me? Let me test it. Let me see. Let me try. And then if it still goes sideways, then let the chips fall where they may. So if you are in a no contact, this for some of you guys, if this is a relationship, is like a no contact, someone coming to like see, are you still interested in me? You know, message sort of thing, to make sure that you're still an option or an opportunity. You could be doing this to someone else for sure. Okay. But if it's not that, then it could be like, I'm going to go, I don't know, like, stir shit up at work or stir something up of the past or something that's like, it makes me feel like I could count on something or be secure on something, even if it's something I'm not sure that I fully want. Just to see, just to feel safe, or to see where it goes. Like, it's like, let me just see, you know? Could this amount to something? Now, have I given it enough time? Is this person still mad? Is this employment going to be okay now? Like, has management changed now? Like, is there room to progress here now? Let me see, you know? Let me test it. It feels like one big test. This is what it feels like. And I don't know if you get a message or if you send a message. It feels more like whoever this energy is the one that goes testing the water. It sends a message. It's like, hey, just seeing. Yeah, it's like a communication. Just seeing, just trying to understand, trying to reopen communication here. But it's really like, so I gain an inner knowing through this experience. So there's an ulterior motive to why I'm communicating, so I can see and understand something for myself, so that I can make a decision to either put something behind me or know where the fruit is or start anew or like put an end to stalemate. Maybe I've been sitting at a crossroads for some time or something hasn't been confirmed yet. So I'm going to come out here and test the water to see if it is concluded or if it has been decided, or maybe it's something that had no decision. Is it decided yet? Like, what is it? Yeah, something you haven't walked away from just yet fully. Maybe you're emotionally invested. Again, you, whoever I'm reading here, emotionally invested in this thing. And it's difficult to walk away from something we've poured into. So it's like there's still an emotional attachment to something here. It's not over till the fat lady sings or till the clarity is done or till someone confirms something here. Let me test the water and get closure, or let me... because I feel this energy does want to know whether there's a new beginning. Do I walk away? Do I close this out? Is it still in the gray? Like, what is this thing? Let me blow this thing up. I also can move forward, Chariot, and then the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Pull one more. Cancer energy. It's this one right there. The pages are something I don't know, and I want to know. Something that wasn't profitable, something that wasn't balanced, something that in the past, because I do feel it's in the past, that I was emotionally invested in, it didn't produce. So I could have been overly emotionally invested, or it was withholding, or I was indecisive. I was unclear. I'm still emotionally wrapped up here. And so now I want to have success or move forward. So could there be potential here? But I don't want to put too much skin in the game. But I want to know now. I want enough clarity. I want something here to confirm, like, whether I should be confident to move this forward. But I want to know before I pursue. I want to know certainty before, I don't know, I close it out either which way. And so this feels like a very controlling energy and sort of self-focused on what they need in order for them to make decisions, in order to move something forward, how they're going to move something forward, and trying to prevent certain things from happening to them. But it's okay if I sort of blow up structures around me. So if I pull the scab out and you're bleeding, but I'm not, then that's fine, kind of thing. This is a very weird reading how I'm channeling it. But yeah, I don't know. Let's see, spirits. We'll pull some oracles and see. For Pisces energy, what do they need to know here for the month of September? What is this energy that I'm channeling here? Unexpected income. That's kind of this, but it was in the reverse. It's almost like what didn't produce. And it's not expected that it would, but I got to test to see, is it producing? It's like I'm going to milk that cow again and see, like, can it produce the income, whatever this is, the reward, the thing I need, the giving to me, the thing, like, look at this synchronicity. It's like something that is solid, something that is offered, but I want to receive. That's what it feels like. Like, is it still giving? Yeah, the thief. So I was taking, right? The thief takes. Someone wants. That's what they want. I don't know. You want. If this is you. So I'm going to have what I want, even if that means take. Right? Like, in order to receive, we have to come with the giving and receiving, not with the taking and keeping. This feels like a taking and keeping energy that you're dealing with here. So it feels transactional. Someone's avoidant. Bad health. This probably came out for almost every single reading here. We have 4. 4 is about stability, security. It's Emperor energy. Bad health. I think this is bad practice. Why does this card keep flipping? Sorry, I'm going to see that in a moment. I think it's bad practice, like bad karma. A bad experience, like bad, like meaning it was a not a good experience here. If you had a poor experience with someone or something and they went quiet or they stole something or they did something in your world and then they were quiet, they fucked off, they were cowardly, that's what it feels like, created a hoopla. And then it's like, I'm going to test, see if you're still angry or something like this, see if there's still opportunity, potential here. And then I'm going to just see, you know, because I'm not sure, and I'm still emotionally tied in some way. But it's like siphoning your energy. You're like trying to transaction on something. Of course, like I said, could be your energy. And of course, it's coming through very pointed in a way. You'll have to put this into context. Maybe you do have reason to test some waters here. A mature woman been through, and a mature man. For some of you guys, it is a relationship, like a past relationship, mature. There's experience here. We've been through this rigmarole. It's like, have we learned? Have we matured through this? Maybe it's someone immature or someone who's like, have we both learned how to be there, or the experience from this, or integrated what we were needing from the experience that didn't pan out good? It was imbalanced. It wasn't giving and receiving. It was a transactional. It left me feeling depleted. Can we be there for each other? Let me test the water. Is there maturity here? Will it be successful? Is there still opportunity here? Let me see. Let me understand. What was this one? The Lord. Oh my goodness. Every time I pull this, I hear a Jack Tripper from Three's Company. Lordy, 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 Lordy. Some of you guys might be from the 70s, late 70s, early 80s. Lord. That's this energy, you guys. Oh my gosh. And look at the body language here even. Like with the wand. And of course, the King of Wands in the shadow is all about the perceived image. It's ego-driven. Something about desire, something about someone's appearance and confidence. And it's like that is running the show. So if I know that my appearance or my image or my success hinders on something bombing, then I'm going to like creep out of it, you know. But it's like, if I know it's successful, then it's like, I'm like I don't know, like acting like this lordy, lordy, lordy. And you're probably saying, lordy, lordy, lordy. I've had an experience already that's bombed. Like, a lord. I don't know, someone's ego, someone's image, someone who wants to appear good or be seen in good graces. You guys, thief. I swear to God, this card keeps coming out for all these piles. Look at this. Thief, thief. I can't even. 7 swords. Again, image. Okay, so it comes through very pointed here because image is deceiving. An image isn't self. And so if I'm putting up some sort of image, I'm a 7 swords. I'm avoidant. I'm not in authenticity. I'm like more concerned about this take energy than really this giving energy. It's transactional. And I could be just like siphoning what I want and what I need, you know, in order to maintain some sort of image here. What is this, Spirit? Why are we seeing thief? Look at the boy with the hat. I can't get over like the synchronicities in these readings. The boy has like one of those like French berets. I don't know what they're called. Look at his hat. It's like so similar. I feel like it's someone maybe immature too. Maybe page energy, maybe emotionally immature or something like this. Like definitely someone you've gotten into some sort of tip, but look, mature here. So did they learn? Yeah, look, even a page is someone inexperienced. Love. So emotional involvement with someone maybe you loved. Why do we have love here? We even have 6, which is the lovers. What does Pisces need to know about this love? Why are they getting a child? Page energy. This like child energy I was just tapped into. Immature. But I mean, a child could be the birth of something. It could be innocence, but I'm feeling it more like immaturity or like a lesson needing to be learned. But it's like an innocent love here. Child. Okay, I'm just going to, for Pisces, I'll pull 3 more just to sort of close out your reading because I don't want to leave you more confused, and I'm totally confused. Maybe you have a child with this person. Maybe this person is like too inexperienced to create their own whatever they're trying to get from you, you know? It's like, I don't know how to do it. I'm too inexperienced. Maybe it's love that they get from you. And it's like, let me just take the love. Like this child who's helpless and hopeless and doesn't know how. And it's like, well, are you not mature enough to create this? You could be at a distance from this person too. I'm seeing the globe, or just it's been a while since you've connected. They're sort of returning on the scene or something like this. Knight of Cups in the reverse, and then the 7 Pentacles. It's like someone I poured into emotionally, or they were emotionally depleting, or they were taking, again, my emotional cups, and it was like a dead end. I just kept giving to a situation that was like emotionally draining, and it never produced. Or maybe someone never told you how they emotionally felt. Now they're coming to milk it. Yeah, another page of Pentacles in the reverse. Someone immature, a dead end opportunity, and now they're coming back to test the water because it was a 2 sword, and maybe you left them on red, you know? And now it's like, I can't move on. Let me test the water. Like, see if there's still a potential here, you know? I feel like it's an authentic desire for an opportunity, but there's so much ego or like confidence here in an image to upkeep. That's like, that's why I'm testing it first. So even if it blows up there, it's like, I still have an escape route. Like there's an escape route planning. And it feels like an emperor who was cowardly is what it feels like, because I see an empty chair here. So cowardly meaning I didn't express, or I didn't choose, I didn't do something. I didn't take accountability. I didn't show up when I was supposed to. I took instead of gave. I didn't do something here. I was immature, and something fell on the vine, and now I don't have closure now, and I'm coming out of hiding. This is what I have here for you, Pisces. yeah, I don't know how else to read it other than that. If I'm just trying to see. No, I don't know what to tell you. There's nothing more coming through here. I was going to send you to another sign. You might want to go check out another placement to get more, okay? I love you very much. I hope this resolves, and I'll see you at the next one. All right, bye-bye. Hello, beautiful Virgo. Can't wait to get into your reading. So we're looking at Virgo energy for September, although all my readings are timeless. So if you're here outside of the posting, then take the energy if it resonates for you. Cross watchers, welcome. You can flip roles. Okay, it could be energy that's going into existence, out of existence, around for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or North Node, Venus. Let's take a look for Virgo. Spirits, please remove any of my biases here. I have heavy Virgo in my chart in order to channel this message, clear and concise message for Virgo. What's going on with Virgo? Virgo energy. We have the Knight of Pentacles, Three of Wands, King of Pentacles. There you are, beautiful. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. You could be dealing with an earth sign. We have the Five of Wands. Then we have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like you're dealing with someone, although this is your energy, but I feel like you're more represented by this Knight of Pentacles, Three Wand energy. Of course, you could flip roles. Okay, or if you're a cross watcher, this could be the Virgo you're dealing with. I feel like there is something that's not necessarily panning out, because you might be dealing with some sort of conflict with someone. But I feel your energy is open. I feel your energy is one that is available, but I don't know. Are you dealing with someone who's unavailable, or who's not showing up maybe, or who's like challenging you or going against maybe building something? But I feel like you're in a nice energy of like collaboration, or like willing to work with people. How do we move from here? Like there must be some sort of negotiation. Like let's find a way to smooth this out. And I don't know if you're dealing with someone who's just like, hopeless, or why bother? You know, I don't know. Let's see. We'll read some more. What's going on here with Virgo? Of Cups. There's this disappointing energy. Maybe you're emotionally bored. Like, I mean, the Knight of Pentacles could be quite boring if it's taking a long time to sort of generate some form of build. It's like, I've been at it for some time. I think you want something that is secure, something that you could rely on, some form of something, but it feels very conflicted here. It's like, I'm bored with this. Emotionally, it's not doing it. I want then to move beyond something or grow something. Does it feel like a missed opportunity for someone or something with this Four of Cups? Let's see. Why is this King of Pentacles here? Why is this King of Pentacles here? Oh, missed opportunity with the Star in reverse, you guys. I just said it, and I don't normally read Four of Cups like missed opportunity, but it was really coming through. Like I had a vision. I got to cover the Star. I had a vision or a desire or a dream or a hope. And it's like it would be wishful thinking. It's like some sort of a release here of some sort of wishful thinking, missed opportunity, a dream, a vision, a hope to build something. But it was too conflicting. It's like I just gave up, or I can't keep putting my time, my energy, my effort, my commitment, my dedication over and over and over and over again when there's resistance or there's too much conflict or it's too challenging. I keep coming up against resistance and it's too slow. So what are my options? Where can I go? I want to be free of this sort of aim that didn't go anywhere. So you might be like accepting some sort of challenge that didn't happen, and like accepting, I don't know if it's defeat, but it's like acceptance of something. It's like it's too, oops. It's not doing it here. That's what I feel. You're saying it's not doing it here. This job, this person, this place, this thing. Look at the moon. So moon is about fears, but it could be about a depth of emotions, a lack of clarity, because there's too much confusion, where your energy might have been expended, and it's like, just like leave that pile, that mess, that uncertainty. I feel like you're leaving a situation or turning your back to one, or exploring other options, because I feel whatever you have been experiencing has left you feeling like it's a dead end, or it's a hopeless situation, or it's a trap in which you felt emotionally not fulfilled, bored, or passed over. There does seem to be a missed opportunity. I don't know if you thought like it could have been something great, but it's like it missed the mark, and it didn't make itself clear. And I was sort of on this path for some time, but now I got to explore somewhere else. Page of Wands, exploring something else, communication, adventure, new experience elsewhere, outside of this. Who is this and why? Like, was it a career path? Like, there's nothing here that would say it's a relationship so much as you see a star. It feels like a purpose, a career path, a vision of where to make money, or how to make money, or how to secure something, or to build something that you could commit to here. 9 of Cups, that is emotionally happy for you, but it's like you're experiencing the opposite. It's not emotionally happy here. It's boring. It's emotionally unfulfilling. It doesn't do it for me. Maybe you have to fight for emotional happiness. And it's like, if I move and explore elsewhere, then I'll be aligned with something that does emotionally fill me up. Yeah, move forward. Work with the universe, overcome any challenge I need to move forward from conflict. 5 Swords. This is usually involving other people. I've got 2 5s. 55 is a master number. Change is the only constant. Divinely orchestrated change. It's like conflict with others, sabotage with others, no-win situations, arguments, like things that appeared like I don't know, they almost appeared like threats if you maintained energetically feeding them, because you weren't in the know or in the clear. It's like, how do I move beyond and through? Let's see, because I feel there's 2 things going on here. This would be like overcoming obstacles, balance, movement, but this feels like turning your back. So maybe you're stuck in between these 2 sort of worlds. Let me see. Spirits for Virgo. What am I sensing here? So Chariot's Cancer energy. Could be dealing with a Cancer. Another Earth sign, Aquarius with the star. And even the moon is Cancer here. For Virgo, what is this energy? Moving on. 6 Swords, Lovers, Gemini energy, a choice to be had to move on. But like I said, like there's these 2 worlds. Like, do I stay like in an uncertain, conflicting, challenging circumstance with others, or do I move on from that and choose to turn my back and move forward consciously, where success can be had, where I can explore calmer waters? But I have to choose this. With the Lovers, could be a relationship for some of you guys, for sure. Yeah, Queen of Swords in the reverse, and then the Seven of Swords in reverse. So this is someone coming with an apology, or like admitting their wrongs, or facing up to some truth that they maybe were suppressing or not wanting to acknowledge. More Gemini energy, Libra, Aquarius. I feel like there is coming out of some sort of maybe an in denial or an untruth or something that wasn't revealed to you. If you were in the dark in a situation where maybe it was very challenging with other people because either you or them was like incapable of like creating some form of long-term goal, someone maybe you couldn't rely on because they were inconsistent, or you needed them to do something, or they were battling you or conflicted about it or something like this. I think maybe there's a truth here that's like, I got to accept that this is a dead end, or give up on some sort of opportunity to build something here, because the truth is I must move forward for peace or expansion, explore something else, and be conscious with my own choices here. Otherwise, I'm going to keep butting up against this thing and welcome change with the fives here. Okay, so fives are all about conflict, loss, change, and rebuild. Now, like I said, 55 is change is the only constant. Divinely orchestrated, this is the divine. Same with the Chariot, is the divine. This is divine intervention, course correcting you in a direction to bring you emotional happiness. But you have to sort of turn your back to what doesn't work or who doesn't show up. And it's like, there you are, consistent, showing up, and it's like dead end. It's boring. I gotta see the truth. This is what this is all giving me, like this. Admit some sort of truth where there is no future, maybe, you know? All right, let's pull some of these oracle cards and see for Virgo. What is this truth? What is this energy that we're tapping into with Virgo? Clear and concise message for beautiful sign of Virgo. Message of concern. I think this is the truth being shown to you. I think I got this for, I don't know what sign it was now, but it's like the message is what I have experienced is showing itself to me. It's a concern because I can experience that in which I have been experiencing, or I can choose differently, but I see it. It's concerning, and there's temperance, so it's creating your own balance, your own harmony. Sagittarius energy, I don't know if I said that. I do feel like you've been showing a lot of patience with this Knight of Pentacles and this temperance energy. You've been patient. Even the Six of Swords is a very slow energy here, but it's getting out of that five. Yeah, high honor. I feel like you're taking the higher ground. Seven is this Chariot energy. I feel like you move beyond some obstacle with I don't know, I want to say your dignity, but it's like your self-esteem intact, or walking the higher ground, or choosing the higher path. Like not stooping maybe to someone's games, or like, I don't know. This is, yeah, child. This moon energy. This is child energy. I feel in this spread, this child could be this new optimism that comes when you break free of this moonlight energy. Maybe you had fears about like admitting something, seeing something, or working through something, and it's like with childlike wonder, I can go explore something new. Yeah. One more card here for Virgo. Oh, Spirit's saying more than one, so let's see. Cancer energy coming through strong with the moon and the Chariot energy. Adjudication, this is Libra energy. This is justice, and it was in reverse. I don't know if you had a karmic experience that was very imbalanced, that was being adjudicated. Some of you guys could be dealing with the law or something like this regarding child support maybe, but it does feel like some sort of spiritual law or karmic justice. The mature man. Someone's experienced in order to be empowered to make decisions that are fair and balanced. 2 more cards. The gift and the wealthy man. I feel like there is some sort of karmic reward when you get empowered with the man. The man to me is giving me action, right action, balanced action, some form of walking the higher ground or the favor of the results, if you will, or this karmic justice being in your favor and you benefiting in some way. Like the wealthy man, and here he's being given a gift, and he has this, like, I don't know, it looks like a cog under this glass thing. So divine timing, but something was protected that was yours. I'm getting magician with this hat, like pulling a rabbit out of a hat. It's like some sort of magic trick, but it's not necessarily magic. I feel it's a manifestation of something that's in your favor karmically through an experience. But I feel it's an empowerment because it's like the magician is empowered to manifest something that has to do with divine timing. And then this gift, I was getting some sort of an appreciation here, but this felt like your energy. Like, look, he's offering something here. So the ribbon is about appreciation and, oh geez, the star is 17, Aquarius energy. I feel like your true star, not one that's like, you had to sort of admit was not your star. It's like, what is my star? That's where you're being aligned to. You're on your path, Virgo. Maybe you thought you were on your path or there was some sort of acceptance here, but it's like, if you kept giving to a path that looked like this, like maybe it was disguised as a King of Pentacles, but behind it was like a reverse 8 of Pentacle, and it came with a lot of like conflict here. And it's like, I'm here, I'm offering energy, and it was like depleting or emotionally boring. And it's like your true 9 cups is tied to something the universe has been guiding you towards, but it requires a conscious choice, and it requires you sort of walking a higher truth, which is admitting something here karmically, spiritually, and being rewarded. Like, I feel you're about to be rewarded with your actual star. And I feel this is what's going to be shown to you or understood by you, and you're moving in that direction. You've been protected by some spiritual intervention in order to direct you to the right direction. This is interesting. All right, well, let's see. Spirit, what does Virgo need to know then about this energy? For Virgo, what do they need to know? The Merchant? This is giving me, like, the gift is something that's transactional in some way, that's gifted. The Merchant is like the person who gives these rewards or these like material goods. I think you're getting something. I think you're getting something from some, I was going to say some supplier. Who is this? Where is this coming from? Just heard the supplier of good deeds. That's interesting. The supplier of good deeds. Journey. That's this Chariot energy, the 6 swords, this course correcting. Look at this journey. He's on a horse. It's giving me also, like in the Lenormand deck, the rider. Rider is like information coming to you or someone coming in. Oh my goodness, it scared me. Someone coming in. Someone's coming in. My phone was getting my attention. Why? It's a 6:52 on my clock. That's a 6 and a 7. 7s keep coming through, and 6s as well with the Lovers. 6 is problem solving, compassion, harmony. 7 is about faith, wisdom, reflection, understanding. That's Chariot energy, movement. It's also this rider. Let's see, for Virgo, what do they need to know about this gift and this journey and this enemy? Enemy, 5 swords, 5 wands. Enemy. Enemy. And look, he's hiding behind a tree like this coward. And this guy is like high honor. I don't know if you're like, of course you could flip roles. This feels like a very beautiful energy. Someone who can ride their head tall. I don't know if that's the saying. Stand up tall, ride on a horse, a high horse, but not like in an egoic way. It's like I could remain like in high honor. And it's like this enemy is like cowardly, backstabbing, backbiting, jealous. I don't know, a hidden enemy. It's like admitting maybe you're dealing with someone karmically or a family member or something, because I feel like there's a heavy need to see someone as an enemy here. Okay, now of course you guys know I don't ever read people as enemies. We're all one and the same, but I don't know if they're trying to like sabotage you, or like there was something about this 5-sword energy. Oh my gosh, malady. This card keeps coming out like sick. Someone's sick, spiritually sick, physically sick. Consolation. Someone, again, this gift, you guys. It's like wanting some sort of consolation, some sort of forgiveness. Your enemy comes through. I think there's bad karma because it gets adjudicated. I think you're on the good side of karma, of course, Virgo, if this is your energy. And whoever tried to do you dirty or something that you had to see something, it's like they want forgiveness. They want your peace. They want to offer something here. I do feel it's genuine. I do feel it's appreciation. I don't know how old this energy is, because it does feel like it might have been a missed opportunity, something that made you feel like emotionally not good. And now it's like, I don't know if they come out of the woodwork, because we have mature man. It's like, I learned my lesson. I learned my lesson. Divine timing, pulling a rabbit out of a hat. Maybe you weren't expecting it. It's like out of nowhere. And all these books, like I've seen something. Maybe it's someone who's at a distance with this world. There's something here from the past. Someone, you know. I do feel like your absence is felt if you are, or an experience has left someone feeling not good, and you can ride away with this beautiful honor, you know. And it feels very much like journey, chariot, high honor, movement, 9 cups, like beautiful star energy we were getting. It's like, I want to attach to your wagon because you feel very beautiful. All right, Virgo, this is your reading. I hope this helped you. I love you very, very much. I'll see you at the next one. All right, bye-bye. Hello, Taurus. Welcome to your September reading. This could be energy that is already in existence whenever you're watching this reading, because all my readings are timeless, of course. Okay, you can flip roles. This could be your energy around you, but I'm asking for the month of September for Taurus. What is going on? For Taurus, Spirit, clear and concise message. What does Taurus need to know about the energy going on around them for the month of September? Thank you so much for this message. We have the Tower and the 6 of Cups. A surprise visit from someone from the past. 8 of Pentacles, 3 of Wands in reverse. 2 Pentacles in the reverse. I feel, Taurus, like there is this energy about you that almost feels like loyal to a fault. It kind of almost feels like going down with the ship. It's like the writing's on the wall, Taurus. Like, I don't know if this is like staying at a workplace right to the bitter end, knowing they're going to lay people off. Like, I don't know. Or staying in a family situation, even though it's like not providing any sort of growth for you, because this is my family member. Feels very much like Taurus energy, you know? It's like so much so where it's like, I'm going to be loyal to that which I know, but there might be like the shadowy side of Taurus is like change, would create conflict, or I might as well stick to the devil. I sort of know here, but it's to your own detriment. This is what it feels like. And it does feel like something that feels like it's a burden you're carrying, like a family member or an old workplace or an old relationship or a friend, like a childhood friend or a high school friend, or like something that's a part of me. And so therefore I must go down with it, but it's not necessarily you. I feel like whatever this is, the more you sort of attach to it or buy that story that you have to go down with it, I feel it limits your future. And I feel like there's a lot that's out of your own hands that is sort of tied to this place, person, thing that you can't do anything about other than detaching yourself completely and putting your energy towards something that is expansive for you. And maybe you feel like you can't without it. Like maybe you're saying, this is what provides me my income, or this is the place where I rest my head, or this is a family I can't get rid of, you know? And it's like kind of a true statement, but there seems to be something that you're not fully seeing, which is your own power to make a decision that allows there to be a freedom for you to break out of something, out of an obligation. Knight of Pentacles in reverse, because it does feel like a dead end in a way, but maybe your resources are tied to it. Your opportunities are definitely stunted as a result of this decision to remain. Page of Cups in the reverse. To remain in something it feels a dead end for you. Doesn't feel fulfilling either. Why is this 10 Swords in the reverse? And there's your single self. Knight of Wands, Queen of Wands in reverse. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I don't know if you're like... there's definitely a situation which I feel maybe we're having a hard time detaching from. But really, like, it's talking about your own autonomy, independence, freedom, your own ability to stand on your own, which is actually more solid than you think, than when you have to sort of depend on situation that's getting you to sort of stand it up or grind for it or build something to it, which is not where your security is. And when that falls, or when that transforms into whatever it is meant to transform, it doesn't go anywhere. It's like stagnant, or it's not emotionally fulfilling, and there's like a need to break out of it. Maybe you feel like your identity is tied to this, like this is who I am, or this is what my role is, or my sense of self comes from this role. You definitely emotionally have a history here. Let's see, for Taurus, what is this energy? What is this energy for Taurus about? I feel you're very committed. You're very consistent with your energy. But I don't feel like that's where your freedom's going to come. Justice, Libra energy. This could be a marriage situation, family situation. It definitely feels like your soul family. So maybe this is a karmic experience with a group of people or a specific person that's showing you something that you're learning. Eight of Wands, it's a dead end. It's not allowing you to move, grow, expand, progress. Ace of Pentacles and then the Hangman. Yeah, it's very limited here. Yeah, the Devil. First time I'm seeing the Devil here, and I'm almost done all the readings. Capricorn energy. Look at the sun peeking out the bottom, which is about shining the light of awareness on the Devil. So, Taurus, of course, you could flip the energy if this isn't you. I feel like there is a very limited understanding we might have on a situation that feels like lessons are being learned through an experience. And it's like, how long do we attach to a dead end or an unfruitful situation and invest day after day commitment and dedication where we're still grinding and it's like doors don't open. There's no expansive. There's no movement. I still feel like I'm not supported. There's no resource coming from this in a way that allows me growth. It's either just keeping something up in the air, but I feel there's a collapse here. I feel like there's a need to close something out because I feel like even if it's not a toxic situation, I feel like the toxicity is the mindset of why I have to remain loyal or why some limiting situation would just keep me there when I am capable of exploring outside of this thing. But I have a misbelief. I feel there's something about an ego. Okay, the ego, again, could be an identity we hold or a belief of ourself that is not necessarily true because of the way we're seeing it. And therefore, it's like creating an attachment to an identity, a lifestyle, a person, place, or thing. And it's like, what is the truth? Can we see the truth? Can we shine the light on what doesn't work here? You know, Leo energy, strong Capricorn energy, Pisces energy here. And Libra, like I said. So let's pull these cards and see. Taurus. Taurus energy. What's going on with Taurus? I feel it is getting in the way of a new beginning for you. Something that is legitimate. Something that could be rewarding financially or just like in your 3D world. That could grow to something. But it's like we have to get on and move. Family, room. Yeah, some form of security and safety. It's giving me like a 4 Pentacle energy. Like I'll stick to the security I know. But it's like comfort. But it's really the devil, you know. It's limiting this room. A room is like boxing you in. Main male. Getting Emperor energy because I do feel this would need you to get in front of your own confidence and power to make decisions, to choose outside, to be confident, to make choices outside of this, to like lean into opportunity, new beginning. Yeah, ones are all about potential opportunities. And Magician energy, which is manifesting a new beginning for yourself that isn't limited. High honor and the gift that came out for Virgo. Just as being shown our appreciation. And sometimes, yeah, I feel it's almost tied to this ego. Because sometimes it's like when we want to be seen by another, like, oh, your dedication, your commitment, you stay to the bitter end, so you go down in history. But it's like there's nothing you gain except for that title, really. But it's like an egoic title because at the end of the day, it's blocking opportunity. And it's saying, like, do you just want the title and the honor? Like it's great to be appreciated here, but like seen as the person who went down with it. But it's like, what do you gain? It's like a mindset that's like stuck on some sort of, I don't know, like being rewarded by saying, oh, you're so loyal, you're so dedicated. But it's like, okay, well then pay me more, or like do something. Concern. 33 is a master number. Reproduction, creativity, humor, Christ consciousness, joy, and harmony. So he's in deep thought. The Hangman's definitely about seeing things from a different perspective so that we can have better insights. I feel like you're being called to really sit and think about where there is fertility, where you can create, where something could be harmonious outside of your current thought system. Because if something is just sort of saying, like, tooting your egoic horn, so to speak, but it doesn't empower you and it doesn't provide substance, then it's not fair, just. It's just keeping you safe and maybe luring you into staying small. But it's like your true happiness is in being independent and free, not chaining to a devil. You know, it's like, have you given it more thought? See through the illusion of the story someone's telling you about. Maybe they're telling you that you will get something at the end of this thing, but they just keep saying good job, or I don't know. Let's see. for Taurus, what is this that I'm reading here? Melancholy, that's the 6 cup energy, but there's a sadness that comes. It's this, I remember when. So there's an emotional attachment to what it used to be or what it used to mean or what it does. Could it mean because of my history? So we're just like attached to a story, not necessarily to a truth. 6 cups. Thought. Look at this, you guys. Same guy. The same fucking guy. Contemplating, reflecting. Not with the same mind story, but he has to think differently. Look at the scroll being open. Like what wasn't seen is now understood or seen. And it's like processing this new thought about how we were connected to the person, place, thing of the past, what the 6 cups actually means. In theory, is it providing something tangible? Consolation. It's like a peace offering. I think you're empty-handed. And it's asking you, like, is something coming your way? Maybe you're waiting and waiting for something to come your way. I'm going to pull one more and it never comes. It's like, are you waiting for something to be gifted? The Merchant. Like, does someone owe you something? It's supposed to come. But it's like, you know how a merchant takes before it gives? It's like, give me money first and then I'll give you the goods. It's like telling you, like, put in your time. This feels like maybe someone wants you to work overtime or, you know, it could be definitely about your work. And it's like, then I'll be able to afford it or independent or free. And then I'll give you the thing. But it's like you're waiting here and I feel it's empty-handed. It's like, but am I emotionally happy or am I just remembering how this used to be? And I just feel safe here at this workplace or in this relationship or in this dynamic, so much so that it's like holding me back from growth. But it requires some part of me, like my soul. And I'm seeing the prostitute card in the Kim Kranz archetype. I think it's Kim Kranz. No, I'm so sorry. It's not. It's the Caroline Miss archetype. Okay, but I mean, prostitute just means like a part of your soul is being suppressed here in order to attain something here, you know? It almost seems martyrish in some way, but the fulfillment is not coming. And I don't know if there's like a collapse that happens there that you're just like, I'll stand behind it, you know? It's like, no, don't go down with the ship. All right, so I don't know why there's these 2 cards here. What is this? Pleasure seekers and despair. Look at this. Is he off in himself? Or like, see someone else's pleasure seeking, like someone else gets the pleasure and you get the despair. Someone is, I don't know if I was going to say resting on your laurels, but no, that means they're resting on your own laurels, like your successes. It's like, I could seek pleasure. It's like this merchant can take your money and like be rich, but then it's like, but what do you get out of it? I don't know. I feel like there's some sort of challenge you're sitting here with, you know, with leaves you empty-handed and maybe not feeling very good. But I feel you carry the brunt of the responsibility or the load. It's like, don't take all of that blame as your own thing. It's like knowing what I know or what I see. And it could involve other people for sure. Other people I feel maybe that are thinking of themselves or utilizing you in some way. Could be family, friends. All right. All right, Taurus, this is your reading. I hope this helped you. I love you so, so much. I'll see you at the next one. All right. Bye-bye. Hello, hello, beautiful Capricorn. Let's get into your reading, shall we? So we're looking at Capricorn energy, and you could be a cross watcher here. You can switch roles as you see fit. Could be your sun, moon, rising. Could be your north node, Venus. However you resonate with this energy for Capricorn. I do read through numerology, so it definitely could resonate for Gemini energy as well. All right, so let's take a look at Capricorn energy here. Clear and concise message. Now I am reading for the month of September, the time of the reading, although this could be energy that's coming into existence right now, out of existence, depending on where you're at in your timeline. For Capricorn, we have Temperance in the reverse, Sagittarius energy, healing something here. Something going too fast. Maybe you feel pressured. I don't know, I'm getting pressure. Too fast? Or is it too slow? Pressured? Page of Cups. Maybe you feel overwhelmed emotionally. Of course, you could flip roles. Seems to be something you're learning here with this Page of Cups. Something feels like it calls to you emotionally here, but it might be putting you out of your element when it comes to your emotions. It might feel like it's too overwhelming or it's too fast for me to connect to my own emotion here. But this could be very stuck. I don't know necessarily what it is, but both these cards are about balance. Temperance is about healing, patience, integration. Chariot is about victory, but I feel like there's something about, okay, there's a sideways card. Emotional fulfillment. Again, something with your emotions. Like what makes me happy? Personal emotional fulfillment here. Like truly connecting to what makes one happy. And maybe there's something about vulnerability. But I don't know, like, are we mixing the two? Like, what makes me happy? But if vulnerability makes me feel like it goes too fast or out of my element, then am I emotionally happy in that energy? Two Swords in the reverse, clarified by 10 Cups. Wow, lots of cups in your reading. Like, this is the future that you'd want to have for yourself. Happily ever after, a family, a build for the long term. But it's like 9 is about self, 10 is about with other. Two Swords in the reverse, like not seeing how we can choose something or not seeing clearly about something. Again, like this feels like a missed opportunity. Not again, but I got missed opportunity in some other sign. I don't know whose it was. Because this is like, if we take too long, a decision gets made, or no decision is a decision, or it's like too fast and I don't know how to choose at a crossroads. I got to decide and I'm sitting there and then it sort of gets decided for me. And then I don't necessarily agree with the decision, or I had no involvement in the decision, but it's something about your future, something about emotional happiness. Why is the Page of Cups here? Page of Cups could be a child. It could be dealing with a child or something that is still new in your world emotionally. It could be dealing with someone emotionally immature. Moon, fears of vulnerability, which I was getting initially. But like, this is like, you know, more of surface energy of like flirtation and like the stirrings of the heart. Like, it is genuine, it's innocent, but this is like the depth of emotions and like really diving into deep energy, which could be very intimidating and fearing. So maybe we're going from a single 9 cups to a 10 cups, which could be a lot of questions when we're inexperienced, or when we have to be vulnerable, or we don't. There's a lot of uncertainty. There's some fear. There's some, I don't know. Why is this Chariot? Was this Chariot on top of this? No, I don't know. Let me see. Why is this Chariot in reverse? Cancer energy strong here in your reading, and Sagittarius. Three of Pentacles in reverse. Something fell apart, some partnership. Building in the 3D is out of balance. It didn't work. Someone didn't show up. Someone got cold feet. Someone's too fearful. Someone missed the boat, didn't decide, or it had moved too fast. They didn't decide. The Queen of Swords in reverse. Someone's upset or didn't get the clarity or the answers or the certainty they needed. They didn't say something or they didn't do something. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy now coming through. Virgo, you might be dealing with a Virgo, Hermit, and then the King of Cups. There's a suppression of emotions. I knew it. The page is the surface. The King of Cups is the deepest. Here, there seems to be a suppression of feels that exists. I don't know if this is you or someone you're dealing with. And it's happening within, and I don't know if someone's not expressing this or hasn't expressed something in way of communication that would decide one way or another. And maybe this is like, do I want to emotionally build a world for myself, by myself, for myself, or do I want to create a world with someone else, collaborate? Okay, this doesn't have to necessarily be a relationship, although it does feel like it with all of these cups. It feels very deep, but it could be a creative passion, okay, but it could be your lifetime partner. And it's like, if I don't choose to decide or show up or something, maybe I took too long or I needed some form of emotional regulation because it was too overwhelming here, and then it got stuck and it fell apart or it didn't come together and something wasn't spoken or seen, and then it was suppressed here. And so I've been reflecting, or I don't know, trying to heal or understand something about myself. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Virgo, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Let's see. And Sagittarius. I'm going to pull 3 cards and then we'll get into your oracles for Capricorn. The Knight of Wands. So passion, fire, desire, confidence to move forward. Okay. Was it moving too fast? The 4 of Pentacles in reverse. You need to release judgment. Some sort of truth being spoken, seen, and understood about attaching to something or letting go of something. The safe zone, the comfort zone. Yeah, the 5 Pentacles leaving me out in the cold. 5 Swords, and then the 6 of Cups in the reverse. Person, place, thing of the past they can't move on from, or some childhood experience, or a soulmate connection, or a past life connection. Something here was sabotaged, or there was a lot of conflict. This could involve a lot of people or just me and another. There was a no-win situation. Someone sabotaged, or someone emotionally hung up on something here. It's like I'm conflicted. I'm emotionally tied to someone that I can't move away from, or an experience that I had. Could be as a child, like I said, with this Page of Cups. You know, if somebody here is like arrested development, like emotionally, like stunted, it's creating conflict in like a building of something. And I feel like it's in the house of communication, or verbally expressing or choosing or deciding to work together. And it's resulted in something that didn't progress or fell apart, or someone being out in the cold. It's like, can we let go of something here? Can we progress and pursue something? Like, do we see the truth? Do we understand the truth, or the severity of some form of decision here? An honesty here. Let's see. Spirit, clear and concise message for Capricorn. What's going on here with Capricorn? What do they need to know for the month of September? Gift. Aquarius energy. This appreciation. Offering something. I feel you're offering something. I feel it's you. Of course, you could flip it. You're offering. What are you offering here? Appreciation? Offering a dream? It's like the 10 of Cups is a dream future. I'm getting the star energy from the 17, which is a vision of the future, like a dream, a wish, something being gifted. Maybe you had like a gift that you slept on or missed opportunity. I don't know. Yeah, mature women. Were you gifted a person? The woman is all about receptive energy, something about receiving. Were we challenged with receiving love? Lovers here with the 6. That is all about being open to going down a destined path, not out of fear, but out of like a conscious choice of receiving and giving and receiving. Mature woman. This could be tied to this 6 cup energy, someone you have a history with a mature woman, an experience with a divine feminine energy, family room, your soul family. Again, the 6 cup energy comes through. So yeah, even the 3 is divine feminine. There's a divine feminine energy here. I don't know if this divine feminine is offering some sort of appreciation gift, or is the gift here some sort of family, soul family, or comfort here, community of comfort. Or are you gifting something here? Marriage, guys, soul family, marriage, union. I'm getting 4 wands from this community, like family room. Yeah, even the 6 cups. Someone feels like home. Someone feels like a partner, someone to commit to. Are you offering commitment? Is someone offering you commitment here? This marriage, another 3. 3 is a master number. Reproduction, creativity, humor, Christ consciousness, joy, and harmony. 3 is all about growth, relationships, initial success. It is Empress energy, which we have right here. Yeah, and even this 6 is 2 3s. We have 3 3 3 3. You guys might be seeing a lot of 3s. Well, 3 is about communication, self-expression, which we got. Something wasn't expressed here. Emotions weren't expressed. Maybe we didn't do something here. Express appreciation. One more on this oracle. Sudden wealth. Do we... 777, by the way, 77, trust the fall, an adventure that arises from deep wisdom, trust of self, trust of life. 11 is a master number, divine inspiration, synchronicity, encouragement to keep going. 7s are about movement, this chariot energy. I feel like there's a path with the 6. It feels lovers. I don't know. Did we see a lovers anywhere? No. But it feels lovers. It feels destined. It feels part of your soul experience here that leads you to some form of wealth, you know, like a future of wealth, a family security of abundance here. I feel like you're being gifted this, but I don't know why it's fallen apart or what the blockage is here, or what Spirit is talking about, because there's definitely a conflict and a sabotage and an emotional suppression going on here. Maybe there was a need, like I said, to decide between a 9 cups and a 10 cups, and a 9 cups in the shadow could be like self-gratification in a way that's like immediate overindulgence rather than like I don't know, like considering all involved. This could be a childhood way of coping. All right, so let's pull some of these oracles. What am I missing here for Capricorn? What do they need to know? Fortune. Oh my gosh, you guys got sudden wealth. You got fortune. You got a gift here. I feel like the universe is blessing you with some great fortune. It does feel like a union, or like a very significant experience, a family situation, a blessing. Thoughts. Yeah, we're still in contemplative mode. Like, is this aligned? I don't know. Like, will this leave me out in the cold? Maybe you experience disappointment. This could be experiencing a big challenge as a child, like maybe a divorce, or like a negative experience that keeps me sort of in my mind, contemplating, not knowing, not seeing, not understanding. if this is for me or if I should offer something here. Hope. She has a blindfold. Blindfold. Hope. That's the star energy I was feeling. Aquarius. A vision for the future. And then the wife. Marriage. Divine feminine with all the threes and mature woman. Are you thinking of some formal commitment here? Some formal commitments, your soul family, making someone your wife, or you being committed to someone. But it's like a big sort of deal here. I'm going to pull one more card. Feels like some sort of star energy, like your purpose, your hope, your desire, your future vision of happiness here. But it's like I can't see whether this would be the right move or not. So I'm sort of stuck here contemplating, considering. The gift, you guys, I can't believe how many synchronicities. What is this gift? Look at all these jewels on the table. And you're definitely blessed, Capricorn, whatever this is. Surprise. Maybe someone's coming in with an offering to you if you're, I don't know, someone who has been removed here, I feel. There seems to be a surprise catch. Maybe someone caught you off guard. Maybe you weren't expecting to fall in love with someone or see someone or commit to someone, or it's like a good catch, you know? A good catch. Oh man, this one's falling off. Final card. Imprisonment. Someone might really fear going from a 9 cups to a 10 cups, like it's imprisonment. So maybe there's a fear of commitment. This is why this thought, you know, even though there's a big blessing here, feels like blessing, gift, hope, vision, like growth. But it's like, is this a trap? Will I be stuck? We have an 11 here and an 11 here. Some of you guys might be dealing with the twin flame with 11-11. Okay, that's all about union, marriage, coming together. But I feel like maybe someone feels like whoever this energy that I feel is like not communicating or able to see or choose, emotionally suppressed, or like some form of past experience that's created the sabotage or the conflict, the overwhelm, or something moving way too fast. And it could be this marriage is too fast, or this relationship is making me feel chained somehow, you know? But I feel like this is just a fear, and Spirit is talking about seeing clearly through the fears and the illusions and connecting with a deeper part of self. That is the truth. It's like, what's the ultimate truth of how you're feeling? Get honest and see through anything that is distorted, like fear of commitments and feeling imprisoned, and like losing some form of 9 cups means, I don't know, some sort of self is lost when I engage with a 10 cup, because now I'm like part of a unit in some way. So I'm losing myself, but it's like, it's actually Spirit saying this is the blessing, and it's actually the sudden wealth of experience. And you'd be surprised at what this direction does, because I feel the universe wants you to succeed. But there's something you're needing to integrate here of this fear in order to work together to build something here. It'll get you out of this mindset of lack. And I don't know, there feels to be a lack mindset here, Capricorn. All right. So, wow. What a reading, Capricorn. I hope this helped you. I love you so, so much. I will see you at the next one. All right. Bye-bye. Hello, beautiful Gemini. Welcome to your reading. You guys could be here for your sun, moon, rising, okay, or your north node, your vertex, your Venus. This is for the month of September, although you could be watching it at any point. If it resonates for you, it's your message. Cross watchers are welcome. Switch energies as you see fit, okay, for the month of September for Gemini Spirit. What's going on with Gemini? Now, because I read in numerology, you guys share the same number as Capricorn. You might want to go check out the Capricorn reading here for Gemini. Clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good. Now, this is funny. All the other signs, I was reading them face up. They're the only one who's coming in the flip. which means you're in the dark about something, I feel, or something's still not understood here. Let's see, what is it? Knight of Swords in reverse, Seven of Wands in the reverse, the Death, Scorpio energy, the King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So your energy's coming through here. 10 Swords. And the Three Pentacles, the Moon under that, Cancer energy. Hang on, let me put some more cards down and then I'll begin to channel your reading. For Gemini, what do they need to know? Three Swords, the Star, Aquarius energy. Why is Death here? Wow, Capricorn energy coming through. And just as I was channeling your numerology there. Page of Cups. Wow, Gemini, you guys have a lot of cards. 8 Swords and 8 Cups. 88 could be significant. I've been seeing so many 8s, you don't even know it. A higher calling that is grounded in self-awareness and reverence for life. All the cards were in the flip. I feel like something's not self-aware just yet to you. I feel there's still a devil present in your energy. And it's only present because I think you're working through a release and a transformation right now. I don't feel you're resisting, but I feel like this is in your energy field. I feel like there is an experience of the past with this 3 Swords. Some experience that's left us feeling hurt. Someone's words, actions, intentions, an experience I had, a separation from a loved one, a painful thing that's still in my energy field that I have to work through, organically release here. And I feel like it could have definitely impacted, you know, like where you might have envisioned yourself, or it had a big part in your future or your purpose or your goal or your vision. And it's like, I can't go down that path no more. I got to free myself from that. So I'm still chained in some way to the devil, but only because by process, like I still have an experience and I'm processing an ending that's then going to free me from something here. I feel like what Spirit's big message to you right here is that you're still processing an experience that's left you under one understanding that isn't necessarily the truth. And you're still in the dark about seeing through this because there is a release and a closure of something. This doesn't mean that you have to close the door on someone or something like it's gone forever. And maybe this is the understanding you have. It's like, no, it wants you to process through a release of what actually needs to go and not assume what's going to be there or where it's going, what that means, you know, because I have a feeling you're probably trying to part with the vision of a future, saying, well, I guess that future goes with it, or I guess the vision or that purpose or that dream is sort of dead in the water. And it's like not trying to give you hope to hang on to dead hopes, but it's saying, why are we talking about hopes when all Spirit wants you to do is process some ending? Like all Spirit wants you to do is process the pain, process some ending, like see through something here, because I feel like there's some misunderstanding you have that needs to be seen through in order for you to be free and clear so that you can work on your future. Because I do feel like there's something for you to build here in the 3D, something that could be successful for you, but it's requiring you to leave behind an energy that you're still enmeshed with, and it's coming through as the devil. You know, I'm not quite sure why it's represented as the devil. I just feel like it's I think it's the devil because it's still attached to you, not the other way around. I hope this makes sense to whoever needs to hear it. I don't think you're like, I'm so like in denial and so confused. No, I think what's happening is like, there's a situation. I have to come to terms with what I do need because there is definitely change, something to let go, something to acknowledge. And as long as there is an external thing based on my experience of the past, that's still sort of in this energy, I can't completely have a clear cutaway to build the new And so I have to put this thing behind me. But I don't know who's sort of in this 8-sword energy. It feels a little bit, I think the only thing that you're sort of not really getting or seeing clearly is about your own future direction. And Spirit saying you don't need to sort your future direction. It is available here once you walk away clearly from a process here that is being transformed. But I don't know, like, I don't know. There's more here. Let me just pull a bit more here before we pull the oracle to see. Spirit, for Gemini, what do they need to know about this energy? What am I missing exactly here? Why is the devil here? Like something feels attached to your energy for some of you guys, because I do feel there's death in the upright. Like we're releasing, we're working through something, we're not resisting, we're coming to terms with an ending. But it's like the pain is real, the experience is real, the understanding you might have about a vision has to go with it in some way. It can't come with you, but Spirit's saying don't sort of put more energy towards the vision than that in which you're experiencing, if that makes any sense. 9 of Cups in reverse. Well, the devil in the 9 of Cups in reverse is drinking, over drinking, okay, but that could just symbolize an addiction of sorts, or like some form of, I don't know, hedonistic energy. Maybe that's attached to you. Maybe it's also a victim role here, okay, with the 9 of Cups in reverse. Like, I'm never happy. I'm always emotionally not happy because of this thing. I have no future because of this thing. And we're hanging on to that victim story. Someone could be hanging on to you that's like, has some form of an addiction or something like this. They won't let you go, you know? But it's like, how could someone not let you go? You're a free being. But it's like, yeah, but if their energy's in your energy field, it's like they got a grip on you. And it's like you're needing to like have this free walk away. And maybe it's like once you're emotionally there, because we can't just turn our emotions on and off. So it's like if you're emotionally still hurt or emotionally still victimed in some way, it's like you're still in this soup. And it's like your freedom here lies in emotionally detaching, walking away so you could build something new. But it's like someone's clinging or attached. Yeah, closure. You need the closure. And look at that 9 swords, you guys. There's some major cycle closing out in your world, and it is happening. I feel it is happening. It is shifting, but someone's like attached to your energy in some way that I don't feel is in a healthy way. And they could be having nightmares here, or they could be like coming to you through your dreams or telepathy or something through your thoughts, because I do feel there's something about thoughts that come through very strong. Someone might be haunting you with thoughts or telepathically sort of sending you thoughts, or like doing some sort of, I don't know, I don't normally talk about magic, but I don't know, it feels like some sort of like, oops, I don't know, something to you, you know? It's like someone's doing something to me. This is very interesting energy, Gemini. Let's see, we'll pull the oracles and hopefully this becomes more clear. I definitely feel someone's stressing. I don't feel it's you. Like if you've left someone, maybe you're hurt, maybe how it transpired, but it's like that future went with it. There's some sort of victim energy, some sort of attachment for sure. It's like this needs to close, and it is closing in a way that frees you. Some mindset. And it feels like imprisonment here because it's 8 swords. Look at your cards coming again face down. None of them did. None of them did. Like, are you in the dark about all this? Maybe this is someone's energy around you and why you feel sort of, I don't know, maybe you're only getting visions or dreams, or you feel this anxiety around you because there's an energy here that's gripping you in some way. Remember, don't take this message if it's not for you. If you don't feel it, it's not saying that all of a sudden this is coming from the sky. This is for whoever needs to hear this. A privileged lady. Privileged lady, 12 and 3. This is Pisces energy. A Taurus, Libra. Mature man. Is there a couple? Is there a couple? The Lovers? You guys, well, Gemini energy, is there a couple? Look at, they're made of stone. The Devil, 15, and the Lovers. Expectation. If some of you guys are somehow tied to an energy that is in a relationship of sorts, or like a third party, because Lovers could signify a decision between two, and it's like you are maybe like, I don't know, like the observer here, like it feels like you're a fly on the wall watching something that doesn't work, or something that's stuck, or something. Maybe you had an expectation and you had to release, because I'm getting a lot of this releasing of the star energy. Like, I guess that won't work, or I guess the future goes with it, or the hurt here that I experience is like, I don't know who this couple is. And for all of you guys, it could be something different, you know, but I am getting your energy from this expectation. A Devil to a connection. Mature man. Okay, let's see. Spirit, actually, Spirit's saying to go back to these ones. Okay, I'm going to pull a little bit more for Gemini. What does Gemini need to know then about this energy that I'm channeling here? What is this expectation about? Toil and labor. This is the work card, but it could be like feeling like we're doing some sort of like work in the ethers, or with energy, or with magic. I'm still getting 11. That's a very spiritual number. Toil and labor. Someone you work with, or maybe someone you work with is coming through here. Unexpected income. Concern. 33. Master number. Reproduction, creativity, humor, Christ consciousness, joy, and harmony. Some of you guys, this is like a side message, okay? Some of you guys might be for the month of September when you're watching this. I do feel like maybe you are concerned about a workplace or something like this. And it's like, can this workplace, I don't know, like pay me enough? Or I don't know, there's some sort of question you have about where you are working or what this work means. I do feel like you're going to be receiving something that's unexpected. So maybe an increase, or maybe an unexpected workplace, an offer here that you weren't expecting. But I feel like maybe there is some stress that's going to be alleviated for you. Okay, but doesn't have to do with this couple here, but maybe like this concern has been concocted by someone unexpectedly in your energy field, which has made you feel like this Devil and the stone really feels like chained or stuck, you know? What is this for Gemini? What do they need to know? What does Gemini need to know? Conversation. Look at all these people here. So community of people. Fortune. Unexpected income. I think you might have some communications about something that is unexpected here in your benefit for sure, because I feel maybe you're concerned about something not working out, and it's like maybe you talk to a few people who like open doors, or like you have enough communication to align you with some sort of opportunity here. It does feel like positive communication for sure with Fortune. And then we have the Room. The empty chair, which always gives me Emperor energy. Someone didn't step up or show up. Emperor is the boss. The Room. And Sweetheart. Look, she's reading some sort of message. It almost looks like she's looking at her phone, although I don't think that's a phone. Unexpected income, some form of communication. Is there a role of leadership or something like this? Look at messenger. Yeah, message. Some message that gives you empowerment to some sort of fortune here that comes through communication. I feel this is a separate story for you, Gemini. I feel we're off of whatever, that couple and that whole thing. Now we're talking about some employment or some boss or some role. Even though it's a sweetheart, I feel like it's a match. That's what I feel like. It's a match. I was waiting for a match. I was hoping that I'd hear from something. I was hoping it would be aligned, and I find out it is, or I got that role, or a role that was vacant. I applied, I considered it, and I got it. I wasn't sure if I'd be qualified or something like this. Melancholy, 6 cups, but it comes with a sadness. Person, place, thing of the past makes me feel sad. Walking away from something. I feel like there's something you're parting with for the month of September. Of course, when you watch this, you know, it does feel like some making peace with something that make you feel emotionally looking back in sadness. You might have to leave a job, you know, like a vacant role or something like this. Yeah. But I do feel like there's some element of surprise when it comes to solidifying something. It could be in your finances or hearing of some sort of communication that allows you to yeah, like I feel like there's a lot of dialogue maybe between you and someone or a company or group of people that allows you to know of maybe a vacant position or something that you can apply to, that you consider, that's like, yeah, you're a match, or it is going to work, or you hear favorably or something like this, you know, and maybe you're waiting to hear. Did you see that jump? It's, yeah, like surprise, like maybe a jump, like, ooh, you know? Yeah, I don't know about this couple. I do feel I'm going to see what that means. What is this privilege? Wow, strength and mature man. Someone utilizing their control, maybe holding themselves back. This could be someone with a lot of animal instinct and passion and desire, but it's holding oneself back, controlling oneself. Could be someone in ego for sure with the strength, confidence. But why is it a couple and a privileged lady? 5 of Pentacles in reverse. Out in the cold, not wanting to be out in the cold. I just heard kicked out of heaven. Someone's kicked out of heaven. I don't know what this means. You guys are going to have to sort of take it into context. Justice, karma, balance. Something karmic, I feel, is happening and evening out the scales here. Specifically when it comes to this couple. Major arcana. And I do feel it has something to do with something that didn't work out in the past, or I don't know, if someone restraining themselves to come out of some position that's unfavorable in some way. Okay, it could be from a marriage as well. It could be like a spiritual marriage or something with a karmic justice, or a legal marriage here, you know, because this could certainly be like a connection of a marriage that works together in order to create something. Okay, so Gemini, this is your reading. I hope this helped you. I love you so, so much. I'll see you at the next one. All right, bye-bye. Gemini, I just wanted to say before I edited your video, I went to pause and I had 5, 5, 5, 5. So that's 4 5s. And 5 is all about change. Change is the only constant, divinely orchestrated change. So yeah, a lot of 5s. You guys might be seeing that as well. 5's all about adventure, innovation, risk, freedom, challenge, conflict. So I thought I'd let you guys know. All right, I'll see you at the next one. Bye-bye. Hello, beautiful sign of Libra. Let's get into your reading, shall we? So I'm recording for the month of September, although all my readings are timeless. So if you watch this outside of the posting, then just take the energy as it resonates for you. And cross watchers are welcome. This could be sun, moon, rising, or your north node, Venus, vertex, whatever you're tapping into here for the sign of Libra. Could be energy coming into existence or out of existence based on where you are in your timeline. Let's see what's going on for Libra. Feel free to switch roles energy. Okay, if it's not yours. 2 Pentacles, clarified by the 3 of Cups in reverse. What's going on with Libra here? Getting a lot of Libra energy from the 2 Pentacles because I feel like there's some sort of balancing act. What's this? Gossip? Something we don't feel we belong in, or something superficial here, or some thing not jiving with some group of people. Yeah, 4 of Wands, community, group of people. 6 of Wands, how we're perceived by our community, by our friends, by our family. There seems to be some sort of I don't know, balancing act. Let's see. Lovers in reverse. So when the lovers are in reverse, it could certainly be where we're I don't necessarily know if this is what this is meaning. Hang on, let me just channel what this is. There does seem to be something about a community. This could be a relationship. Something feels trapped in a, I want to use the word wrong world, illusion. I don't know if it's you. It's like I'm living a dream life over here, but it's not real. And it's like I'm upkeeping this illusion or this thing, but my real dharma, my real path would require me facing some sort of truth, but it would counter, it would like put my image in question, or how others see me, or whether how successful I am. And it's like, this is the 2 worlds. It's like, do I actually line with truth, honesty, integrity, and face any fears I might have, or do I keep maintaining the illusion with people that don't really do it? Like, I don't know, like false friends or shallow relationship, you know, a shallow relationship, or like a marriage that's like fake, or like an image I'm upkeeping here. And as long as it's going good, then I don't rock the boat, and it keeps me limited, doesn't go anywhere. So I don't know who I'm fooling. Like I said, if it's not your energy, then it's someone you're dealing with, but it's only really one energy here, Libra. So could be a Libra if you're dealing with, if you're a cross watcher, seems to be, yeah, it's like I'm more sold on the image and the victory of upkeeping a structure than I am on happiness and a different path that might be more in line with truth and authenticity, but it would require something of me. 3 Swords, and it would require me to part with my family or friends or a lifestyle or an image. But really, I'm just breaking from an attachment. And so the more I believe this thing to be my world, the more I'm attached. And so there seems to be like, if I part from this, then there's sadness, there's separation, but there's also like the heart longing for what's right, which is this Lovers. Heart longing. I can't sleep at night. I keep replaying where I should be and where I want to go and what's real for me. Not this, but I'm upkeeping this charade. When will it end? When will I be reunited with my love or my path or the truth? I've got to keep this world going. It's draining. Karmic relationship. A marriage that's like just up for show. The family that's like sees me in one way and I don't want to disappoint or let people down here, but it's like I know a truth and I am living a lie. Yoinks. All right, Libra energy coming through with the Justice. Gemini. Karmic, Wheel of Fortune. It's like a dead end here because it's not in the karmic, it's not in the dharmic path. So it's like I could keep staying stuck in this experience that's misaligned, doing cycles, and the more cycles I do, the more out of balance and the more anxiety and the more pain. But it's a karmic cycle nonetheless. But it is in regards to a community, a family, an experience here, and it is attached to my identity or my own sense of victory, pride. 6 Pentacles, giving to a situation that I'm getting something out of. But what am I getting out of it? I think I'm getting some form of transaction out of this thing, but I'm not getting fulfilled. I'm not getting the truth. It's just transactional. It might just be material. It might just be a roof over my head or a name I'm upkeeping, finances that are keeping me sort of going. Tower, dissolution of the false. Oh boy. So Spirit is talking about we can only upkeep a charade so long before it comes tumbling down. This is like everything that is built on faulty ground cannot sustain the pressure of illusion and falsity, because it will eventually crumble, and all that remains is going to be us having to look at what is true and facing the truth. Eventually, we have to face the karmic justice, you know? So the longer we prolong a decision or like delay the truth, the more we suffer here at the expense of selling our soul. Something materialistic feels here with the 6 Pentacle. Queen of Wands, this could represent the other woman. This could definitely represent a third party, like a karmic situation in a relationship here. You know, so if you're dealing with a Libra here, or you are a Libra, and you might be dealing with someone who's like in a marriage of sorts, and you're like this other woman, or like you represent like the truth here on the other side, but it's like I can't see and connect to it because I'm so enthralled in this illusion. Karmically, it's surface. It's not. This is so surface. This is so scratching some sort of egoic thing, you know? And it's upkeeping this is so exhausting. Oy, oy, oy. Okay, well, let's get the oracles and see what the Spirit want to say about all this energy for Libra. So we have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, strong Gemini, Libra energy coming through. What does Libra need to know about their month of September? The Lovers again, you guys. It was in reverse. It's like we're turning a blind eye to our path. And 15's Devil energy. Devil. Chained to some false lovers rather than the true lovers. Because like it's all in stone. Yeah, and even a tower's like all the stone is crumbling here, and it's like the real lovers is here sort of on the side. And look at the 2 doves. That's peace. I have to make peace with letting go of some false lovers or some stagnant situation that's like cold, like stone. Like stone has no feelings. It's all for show. It's like stone cold. It's not rewarding or heartfelt. It feels very cold. Concern, yes. Pathway, a choice to be made. The real dharmic path. Look at all the butterflies, transformation. And this pathway is only one path into the light, into the truth. Concern, yeah. We're definitely concerned if we're attached to a tower, if we're attached to a connection that is superficially not grounded in heart-based, if it's painful, if it's untrue, if it's an egoic upstanding, if it's very superficial or transactional. It's like the path is only one way here. And there's this reflecting. 33 is a master number, which is reproduction, creativity, humor, Christ consciousness, joy, and harmony. So need to get harmonious with balance. mature woman. So divine feminine energy. Here's the Lovers again with the 6. Divine feminine. I feel like there's a truth here that sits outside of this. You know, with an experienced, like, mature woman, this experienced divine feminine, maybe someone with a history here with this maturity. And the doves, there seems to be a past. Coffin, yeah, this thing has to come to an end. And 19 sun energy, which is all about illuminating some truth. You know, it's like the sun must shine on what is untrue in order to see clearly. And what they need to see here, whatever I'm tapped into, is really the end, the dissolution of something that can't be sustained no more. It needs to be put behind so that this pathway of truth, and look, the sun, oops, one's falling off the top here, which we'll look at. Surprise. This came out for a couple of other signs. There seems to be a pathway here to the truth, to the light, to the transformation, the freedom with all the butterflies, liberation. Okay, Leo energy with the 19. Surprise. What is a surprise? Is like catching fish in a net? What does Libra need to know? What is this surprise? Surprise is this Tower. Something's falling apart here in order for this person to be free. I always see this person because I don't know that this is you. Service. Look at them getting into the Chariot. The Chariot is moving away towards success. Service. And melancholy. 6 cups. Melancholy. Sad. Like looking at the past. What's not working here. Or like... I feel like, I don't know, there's an energy of like knowing what is true and then feeling sad that we can't do what we really want, or our heart's disconnected. But then there's also a sadness here with a moving away from something because we have to part with some sort of untruth that upholds some form of transaction. And even, oh my gosh, look at all these cards. I'm going to put them all back because it's way too many. Even the Service to me is saying like we're sort of checking a box. We're doing something of service rather than out of a heartfelt desire, you know, or a connecting to something true and authentic journey. You guys have a lot of cards falling off. Look at this guy on a horse. Journey, enemy, and child. Like, what is this? An enemy and child. Is someone attached to maybe like a false world where they might feel obligated because of service here. Like maybe there is a child involved, but it's like there's really more under the surface here. It's like going against the truth or the Dharma with the enemy. And it's like this person's karma is this justice, this wheel of fortune is like their karmic journey. To see something here. Pull one more. For Libra, child could be a new beginning. Why is this enemy? Oops. Oh my gosh. You guys keep getting so many cards here. A doctor and a friend. What the hell? Healing. There's some sort of loyalty, some sort of healing, some sort of like real authenticity that's very healing that's going to happen here, you know, as a result of letting this Tower fall. Because I feel like this doctor is really talking about like choosing that, and which is the healing path towards loyalty, towards like the actual genuine innocence feels here with friend. Who are we loyal to, you know, because this is like false friend. This is like true friend. As a community of just false friends or gossip or like don't belong to like the one path I'm belonging to, or the real true person or the true alignment here. It's like that's the healing path. That's what's going to nurture this growth, not the sleeping with the enemy. Just out of service, you know, out of having to peer in a certain way or do some sort of transaction here. It's like my heart is so sad here, sitting, thinking, dreaming, wishing, of what I didn't experience. So, wow, Libra, this is your reading. I hope this helped you. I love you very much. Don't forget to check out your other placements, and I will see you at the next one. All right. Hello, beautiful Aquarius. How are you? Final sign of the evening. So right before I clicked to record, I saw 111 on my timer. So, beautiful angel, Aquarius. Let's take a look at the energy for September. Now, keep in mind, this is a timeless reading, so whenever you come across this, let the energy sort of fall where it does. We're not fixed to the month of September, but this could be energy coming into existence or out of existence for the sign of Aquarius. You can crisscross roles as you see fit for cross watchers. Okay, this could be your sun, moon, rising, and I do read via numerology. All right, so sometimes the signs could definitely overlap. Wow, I'm seeing two here, and they're flopping. We have 4 swords, and we have 3 of wands clarified by the 8 of cups. Yeah, so Aquarius, you would be, you might resonate with Leo, okay? Just in the way that I channel energy. So 4 swords, 3 wands, 8 cups. What does this mean? I feel you're far along in your healing journey. I feel like you've done a lot of work on yourself, for sure. I feel like there's been a painful past you've had to leave behind, is what I'm really picking up here. And maybe it's taken you a while, or you've mourned that. I think you're ready for what's next. This feels fresh. This feels new. You know, like I feel you're well rested. I feel you've left whatever behind. I feel like you're excited for what's up ahead. But maybe there's anticipation, like what's up ahead? Like, where's this leading me? Where could this go? Like, there's a lot of anticipation. Yeah, like excitement. Page of Wands. This is optimism, adventure. It could be travel. It could be news of travel here. New opportunities. Youthfulness, joy. 2 pentacles in the reverse. I feel like you know what you don't want, because I feel what you have experienced is something maybe emotionally draining, depleting, mentally maybe exhausting. Maybe you've had such an experience where it's like, I had to really recover, and it's taken me a long time to detach from that. And it's like, I don't want to be in any situation where I'm out of control or out of balance. So I need to align myself with what is exciting, but it's like nothing that's going to be too turbulent or to dysregulate me, because I've taken a long time to regulate myself. We have a sideways card there. Yeah, 10 pentacles in the reverse. You might have to leave a family situation, you know, or something that's taken a while to build, or leave a dream of a vision of a future that you might have been attached to. It's like, I got to leave it behind. I've mourned that. So either you already built it, you're attached, and you had to mourn it and move, or you're ready to move on and explore what's new, because staying there is sort of dead end, or you were attached to a vision of something that you wanted to build, and it's like you had to detach because it never built, or something like this. But we'll see. Strength in reverse. So maybe it took you a while to build up the courage and the confidence in yourself to take a step forward, to leave something behind, to walk away from what isn't emotionally doing it no more, or like to find your 9th cup. It's like, I need to be emotionally fulfilled, and I think it's in a different direction. But it takes me being in this page energy to explore it. Yeah, explore it. So perfect. Chariot. This is all about success, and it is about winning with the universe. So we're in an energy of balance, and able to overcome obstacles and see victory, and sort of feel in control where we might have felt out of control. This feels very beautiful. Some of you guys for sure might be traveling abroad. It's like, I had to leave my hometown behind, or I had to really, like, it's metaphoric, like leave the community that job, that family, that village, and detach so that I can move to the next thing and explore the next thing, which could be out of city or out of state or out of country in some way. And it's like I had to build up the courage or the strength or the mental reserves or something like this. 9 of Wands in the reverse and the 10 of Wands. I don't read bottom of the deck reverse. We have the Hermit in reverse, Virgo energy. Yeah, I feel you've gone through something very strenuous. It's taken quite some time. Maybe you've been really removed, healing, isolated, or reflecting. It's like I had to put down what I couldn't carry no more, or I just realized what was the burden. Maybe I felt I was like in a situation where I felt really I had a lot of responsibility, but I felt like I couldn't really gain my bearings and had more control over me, and I had to surrender that. I had to move away from that or drop that. Just couldn't anymore in that environment. So you might have had to admit some sort of I can't know more energy. I don't feel it's like a giving up so much as it is admitting what's not working for you so that you can move forward and release something here. All right. Knight of Cups in reverse. So I think you are emotionally dissatisfied and have been for some time. And I think you're in the search of an emotional fulfillment. It's like, I'm ready to be emotionally fulfilled. I'm ready to experience emotional fulfillment in a new world, a new direction, to explore it, what that looks like, face it head on, manifest it. Wow, it's one of the more positive readings here. Okay, it's beautiful because it has like you being sort of the captain of your own ship. Manifestation. This is Gemini, Virgo, Cancer energy. Getting a lot of control here, whereas things were out of control. Okay, and normally when I read control, it sort of comes from ego, but this doesn't feel like an egoic control because I feel there's no longer maybe being tied to an egoic need for control, but it's like, how do I manifest from a place of power? Because I'm emotionally depleted or mentally depleted, or I'm exhausted from the burden that I had in some other world that didn't do it. And I'm going to face this head on because I have the ability to utilize my own capability to manifest and move and have success and point myself in the direction of growth. So I could find my 9th cup, like actually confront what I need to. Maybe you've had words with certain people to say, hey, this isn't going to work for me, or I got to detach from this. And maybe it was harsh conversations and you had to reflect from that or mourn those conversations. It could be you cut someone off or cut a family off, or like, I don't know, broke up with someone, or like detached from a workplace. It's like, hey, it's not fulfilling. But maybe it's a long time coming because it's like, I didn't know that I had the confidence to create a new future for me, you know? But I feel like you find the reserves here to have that conversation. This does feel like a conversation for sure. A conversation in truth. And you having all the tools where you might have felt limited or lacking the confidence or the courage to face something, to say, hey, it's not fulfilling anymore, or you're not contributing to my emotional happiness here. I gotta close this out. So you make peace, you close something out, which I do feel like this is a very long time. It's like a long-term career or like a family unit that's been functioning for a long time. It's like it's no longer going to be the road in which I'm committed to because I have to expand, and I'm excited to explore outside of this because it has been very heavy, and upon reflection and deep consideration, I'm coming out of that period of pause in order to confront and deal with what I need to, because I have the ability to do so. Close this out. This feels very positive. Let's see with the oracles for Aquarius. Spirits, what does Aquarius need to know? And what do they need to know about this? So we have heavy Virgo energy, Gemini, Cancer. What does Virgo and Leo? This is, did I see Virgo? Oh, yeah. What does Aquarius need to know? What does Aquarius need to know? Okay, message. So remember, I said some form of communication. I feel you're expressing something with this message. I feel you're giving in your resignation, or you're parting with something, or you're saying this doesn't work for me, or I'm no longer emotionally good here, or I have the ability to move on from this thing. I feel you're the one, or you hear something that allows you to, then this is also a message that allows you to accept something. 7's also chariot energy. 77, master number. Trust the fall and adventure that arises from deep wisdom, trust of life, trust of self. I trust myself to explore outside. Yes. 7 is all about faith, wisdom, reflection, understanding, thoughts. So I do feel this isn't just a fly-by-night. I feel like you've really considered and reflected, because I feel you have been contemplating, analyzing, making sure, is this the right move? You know, giving it lots of consideration, really reflecting on the ramifications of choices that maybe, if I do communicate, what would happen, you know? But I feel like you've been sort of, I don't know if it's mesmerized or considering something for yourself for some time. Well, 16 is another 7 too. You guys got 7, 7, 7 here. You might be seeing a lot of 7s. So 7 is about spirituality and intellect, personal growth, solitude. And 16 is the Tower. So it's like letting something fall that's been sustained by a period of time here, that was built. What else for Aquarius? We have the courthouse. So it could be a legal structure, a marriage, an institution. But courthouse, something legal. Okay, of course, it could be spiritually legal in some sort of way, for sure, or like contractual. 33, master number. Reproduction, creativity, humor, Christ consciousness. We have concern, we have thoughts. Look at him contemplating. It's like, there's careful consideration here. If I do this or say this, or... So I don't feel this is reckless. I feel this is very strategic, very controlled, although the Knight of Swords does come in pretty reckless, but I feel like what needs to be said is said. I feel like there's some sort of closure that happens as a result of a communication that's well planned out. You know, like maybe you give your resignation, or you say, I'm done with this contract, or you sign a new contract after consideration. It's like, I could either stay here, or I contemplated, like I said at the beginning, like what this would entail, how it would build. And it's like, I don't want to go down that road no more. So I'm like acknowledging something here after consideration. Occupation, yeah, for some of you guys it is a job contract, but it's like what you do day in, day out. And look, she's mending something here, and then the pathway. I feel there's a purpose. You're on your purpose now with the 3 of Wands, for sure. It feels so beautiful, this energy, because it feels like I'm done with what wasn't for me, and now I'm walking this path towards the light. I've mended whatever I needed to in regards to my own confidence, or what felt like it was, I don't know, like there was some sort of healing you had to do here in order to align with something. Let's pull this oracle and see if we could get some more. So you might be signing a contract for a lot of you guys, or dissolving a contract in order to move towards something else. It's like you're free. Yeah, and maybe there was so much responsibility. Oops, let's do that again. So much responsibility in one world, like too much to carry. For Aquarius, what do they need to know for the month of September here? Constancy. I feel there's something very, oh look, she's dressed the same as this magician. It feels very grounded, stable, confident about your energy here. Red and white. That could be significant. Some of you guys might be living in Canada here. Okay, for some of you guys, but It's like something, a badge of honor is coming through. It's almost like an experience gave you a badge of honor so that you can carry some sort of grounded energy about you that feels very confident. Maybe that hasn't always been the case in your own ability, in your own position, in your own ideas, in your own thoughts, in your own vision. And it's like, I'm going to stand behind my own self for once, it feels like here. Consolation. Being gifted some sort of consolation. I think the universe is blessing you with an opportunity here. But it's like you've had to work for this, you know? I don't feel it's just coming as like some sort of luck. I feel like you're aligning for the universe to bless you with something that's showing up here for you because of all your hard work. Foe. It's like an enemy. I don't know what this foe is about. Like what's aligned, what's not aligned. But I don't know if it's necessarily a person. What's with this foe for Aquarius? A widower. So it definitely seems, like I said, you are mourning the detachment of something that wasn't working. Okay, with the widower, we're parting with something maybe that was taken even, right? Because the widower loses a spouse. But what's with the foe? Let's see, I'm going to pull some more. I think some of you guys might be, this is for some of you guys, in a position of, in a position where maybe you were forced into some form of a position out of not your own will. You know, like widow, like if we lost a job or someone broke up with us or we lost a spouse or like a family unit that got dissolved, but not by our own choice. And it's like, now I'm free to reap whatever is beneficial on the other side, even though this thing was sort of out of my hands. Now I have more stability, or now I can actually open the door to something different rather than being pegged to something here, you know, almost by default, by something being pulled away. I don't know what foe is here. We have joyfulness, 3 cups, and then the gift. I do feel you're being gifted with something, for sure, by the universe, like I said, with this consolation. It's like you open the door to new relationships or community, or like where you're aligned with this pathway, a new job that's like meant for you, or purpose, or your community of people, your soul tribe. Something feels joyous, whereas something felt mourning and it was sort of misaligned here. Okay, let's just pull for foe, and then I'll do like just closing out your reading. What is foe here? Why does Aquarius have a foe? The King of Wands. I'm getting this. I think you might have been your biggest challenge, you know, if this resonates for you. There's something about maybe lacking your own vision, your own, I don't know, I was going to say kahunas. It's almost like I believed the version of me that was limited or restricted or lacked the confidence or the inability to do something. And now it's like I believe in myself. I don't know what switched here, because there is a believing in self. And in the past, it might have been something that you worked really hard for. Because like I opened this reading saying, I think you've done a lot of work. I think you were your biggest non-believer, or something with your lack of confidence in self, or fears getting in the way, or your lack of knowing if you could. It's like, but I don't trust in my own capability or my know-how or my go-getiveness in some way to explore something. But now it's like I'm available to explore, like wands, like passion, purpose. vitality, exploration, confidence, you know, and in the past, like, it got depleted. I was like bound to something here, or something was taken from me. Maybe my confidence was taken, or I was my biggest foe, I guess. Let's end your reading with 3 cards here. Spirit, what does Aquarius need to know as we close out this reading for the greatest and highest good of Aquarius? Thank you so much, Spirit. Please protect the collective that have channeled this reading. As I close out this reading for the collective, thank you so much. We're so blessed to be here. Oh my gosh, you guys, beautiful reading. Look how we're ending it off for the collective. Leo, Sun, clarity, joy, transformation. I'm getting liberation from the past. Massive transformation that brings clarity and joy and freedom. Releasing what doesn't serve so we can walk into purpose. Like, look at this beautiful sunlight you're walking into. It's like joy, purpose, clarity. It's this joyfulness too. Something, and this youthfulness, this joyfulness, this fun. It's like, that's what's changing. I feel like you've been like, look at the widow. It's dark, it's depressing, it's like mourning, it's like quiet. It might be like isolated. I don't know. It feels like a cold institution almost. I don't know. Cold institution. And then it's like sun, joy, party, vision, confidence. Like, my whole world's transformed. I release the old. I'm welcoming the new. I feel childlike. Wow, opportunity, more wands. Traveling the path that's less traveled. You know, some of you guys might be traveling for sure, but I feel this is like the wand of comfort, the one that I know. And then I've decided to choose to do things differently. And look, he has his hand on the wand. It's like you already know the direction in which you're wanting to pursue. And I feel like the Spirit is going to grant you this, because I feel this gift. Where was it? There was consolation. And then there was, sorry, I know I'm making a big mess. And then there was, I thought gift. Yeah. Look at this, the most positive card in the tarot. I think the most beautiful gift you can really get is your own confidence, your own sense of adventure, your own optimism, your own vision, your own passion back. It's like where my, where I was deflated or feeling really isolated and like recovering. I felt like my own self died here. Like the widow and this foe, but this is like, yeah, and it's not from an ego either. This is from a beautiful joy, a vision, an exploration, and an optimism, and a confidence, to really like utilize your own power to create, and I think this magnetizes your community of people and this beautiful fun energy. It's like joy and the fun and purpose. That's what it feels like. And look at the butterflies in this death card is this transformation. I feel it's been a process, but it's liberation. It's freeing you from something here, which I do feel could have been a contractual obligation, So beautiful angels, Aquarius, this is your reading. I hope this helped you so much. I love you very, very much. I'll see you at the next one. All right. Bye-bye.